Hello everybody and welcome to the Pride Fighting Championships. My name is Boss Rutten, aka El Guapo, and alongside working with me is our new play-by-play guy, Mauro Ronello. Mauro, how are you doing?
Boss, I am so stoked to be here alongside you, and I'm getting ready to have some fun here in the land of the rising sun.
Man, and did you pick the perfect event? Because the name of the event is Inferno. Inferno, baby. Do you know what it means? It means hot, so the fights are going to be hot.
Yes, the event promises to sizzle because included in this star-studded card are 4 survival matches where the winner is guaranteed a spot at Total Elimination 2004, which gets underway April 25th.
Yes, and in one of those survival matches, we have that Bobish, and he's going to face off Vovchanchyn.
Yes, Vovchanchyn, one of the most feared strikers in MMA, taking on Bobish, a wrestler. It'll be interesting to see how those two match up.
Yep.
And guess what, boss? Also making a return here at Pride Fighting Championships Inferno after a very long layoff, the smashing machine Mirko Kerr, and he's here to do one thing. We'll make that 2. He wants to silence his critics and prove that he can be a dominant force once again in mixed martial arts.
Did you say smashing machine?
Yes, I did.
Is that documentary about that fighter? That's Mirko Kerr?
Yeah, the critically acclaimed documentary on his life on HBO. You know it.
Yes, I know it. He had a really good-looking trainer. Like this bald guy, he was a really good-looking guy. Who is he going to face tonight?
Good-looking guy.
Yeah.
Calls himself El Guapo, I guess. Tonight he takes on Hirohisa Yamamoto, a man who we saw at Pride Final Conflict. He was defeated by the Texas Crazy Horse Heath, but you know what? One should never discount the fighting spirit of the Japanese fighters.
Yes, you should not. And speaking of Heath, he's here, ladies and gentlemen, the Crazy Texas Horse. And he's going to face Big Gad McGee, and you better believe it, he wants a spot in that heavyweight tournament.
Herring getting used to at 6'4", taking on guys bigger than him here at Pride Fighting Championship. McGee, of course, has some experience in UFC, and he's trained by the UFC's one and only Iceman Chuck Liddell.
Yes, but the main event, ooh, I'm looking really forward to this one. I'm very nervous. It's Mirko Cro Cop, the Croatian sensation. My God, what he's going to do, because he's a bad man and he's angry. Why is he angry?
Well, the reason that Crocop is so upset, boss, we all know what happened at Pride Final Conflict. He suffered his first loss in the interim Pride Heavyweight Championship bout against Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira. So here at Inferno, he wants to prove to everyone that he's still a top contender, but he faces a very big obstacle.
Oh, a very big one. 255 pounds of muscle. Waterman. They call him the H2O man. This guy is strong, got perfect takedowns, good wrestler, striker. What's he gonna be? I don't know.
We'll have to find out. That's our main event. We have so much more in store. You know what? Osaka Castle Hall is going to play host to MMA royalty tonight. Pride Fighting Championships Inferno promises to burn the house down.
Yes, we're gonna burn the house. Everybody go, yeah! 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 That's right! Inferno, we're coming to you!
Well, Boss Rutten, we have taken things inside the Osaka Castle Hall, this tremendous venue, getting ready to play host to Pride 27 Inferno.
Oh, man, this is going to be wild. You saw the people outside. Everybody is stoked. This is it, baby. We're going to watch.
The building is already electrified. Legendary MMA fighter Kazushi Sakuraba opening the proceedings inside the ring. It is like a Broadway production, a rock concert, a sporting spectacle.
Yep, and it's like I tell every single time to the people at home, if you sit here ringside, it's an unbelievable feeling. You're on fire, and look at the screen. We're on fire, ladies and gentlemen, Inferno!
And the fighters are lined up. Dan the Bull Bobish being introduced.
Oh, and look how big this screen is.
And Bobish, of course, will be taking on Pride veteran Igor Ice Cold Vovchanchyn. He doesn't want to be ice cold tonight. He promises to make things cook inside the squared circle.
Of course, it's Inferno.
From the United States of America,
wow, the LA Giants.
Peterson making his mixed martial arts debut, a very tall tree, and one who doesn't want to be chopped down here tonight.
No, I don't believe. But hey, this guy ain't no marshmallow. So this fight could be a really interesting fight. The David against Goliath fight.
Kharitonov is undefeated. There is Japanese veteran Alexander Otsuka. He may not have the greatest record in the world, but he takes on all comers and always puts up a valiant battle.
Yep, you're absolutely right. Oh, but his opponent, Murillo Ninja.
One of the most feared strikers in MMA, coming off 2 losses a while ago. He's now back refocused, and we saw what he did to Akira Shoji at our Pride Shockwave Special New Year's Eve.
Oh, yes. And here we have Dos Caras Jr.
Dos Caras Jr. wearing his Lucha Libre mask. Luckily for him, that is only for ceremonial purpose here tonight. He will be taking off the mask when he faces Kazuhiro Nakamura, one of the #1 students of Hidehiko Yoshida.
Yeah, look how happy he is. He's happy to be here.
From the United States of America.
And a nice reception from this tremendous crowd here at the Osaka Castle Hall from Mark Kerr. The trials and tribulations that he's incurred and endured, it all comes down to this.
Yep, but he first has to get this guy here, Yoshihisa Yamamoto.
Yamamoto was defeated by the Texas Crazy Horse Heath the last time he was here, but tonight he wants to end Mark Kerr's comeback right now.
And here we have Big Ken McGee.
He's here.
And his opponent tonight, Heath Herring, the crazy Texas horse.
Heath Herring, of course, took on Giant Silva at the Pride New Year's Eve special, and he faces another giant tonight in Big Ken McGee.
The main event.
The final match.
Ron Waterman, the H2O man, ladies and gentlemen.
Ron Waterman.
H2O Ron Waterman, who will be facing Mirko Cro Cop. There he is, the Croatian sensation, who gets the most vociferous reaction from the crowd here at Osaka Castle Hall. He is still loved by the legions of fans in Japan, even after he was submitted by Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira for the interim Pride Heavyweight Championship. It'll be Waterman and Crocop in our main event. Right now we're joined by Dan the Bull Bobish, about to make his second appearance here at the Pride Fighting Championship. It's Inferno. Dan, you're coming off a debut, which was a truncated one as you suffered an eye injury at the hands of Gary Goodrich and took the loss. What is the severity of the eye injury at the time, and how have you recovered from that injury?
When the sun went through my eye, I had a fractured orbit. I found out after a CAT scan going to the ophthalmologist. And a little bit of nerve damage. I went and got a CAT scan, and they cleared me 4 weeks ago. And I was asked to fight 3 weeks ago, and I accepted.
Okay, it's going to be a classic confrontation. You being the wrestler, Igor Vovchanchyn, of course, the Pride veteran, a feared striker. What's your strategy for this fight?
I got to get a hold of Igor and get him to the ground and pound the hell out of him.
Wapo, coming up, it's a survival match here at Pride FC Inferno, featuring a classic confrontation between the wrestler Dan the Bull Bobish and a Pride veteran, a striker, and Igor Ice Cold Vovchanchyn. Both of them coming off losses, both of them looking for a spot at Total Elimination 2004.
Yeah, you know what? Bobish last fight, he got the thumb in the eye. Like he told us in the pre-interviews, you know, he had they scanned his brain, his skull actually.
Suffered an orbit injury is what they call it.
Orbit injury,
Yes.
that's exactly the word.
Something from outer space or something.
Yes, he knows, you know, he speaks the words English. I'm just a Dutch guy. Anyway, an orbit, something from outer space. I think this is the classical setup. I mean, we have the wrestler, we have the striker. Bobish is going to try to take the fight to the ground. No doubt. Vovchanchyn is going to try to knock him out on his feet. No doubt. There you go.
So Vovchanchyn, Bobish, again, both coming off setbacks, both looking for an opportunity to participate in Total Elimination 2004. Should be a great matchup, and it's coming right up here at Inferno. Boss, we are going to kick off Pride Fighting Championships Inferno with one of 4 survival matches. It will pit Igor Vovchanchyn versus Dan Bobish. Both of them coming off losses, as you mentioned. Bobish losing to Gary Goodrich in his Pride debut at Pride Final Conflict. While Vovchanchyn, on the other hand, suffered one of the most devastating knockouts we've ever seen in Pride when he was KO'd by Mirko Cro Cop at Total Elimination 2003.
Yes, you're absolutely right, and they both have to overcome that. It's very difficult for a fighter that if you have been KO'd and then make a comeback, that KO will always be in your mind, in your head, because now you are aware that you're vulnerable and that you can be KO'd.
Of course, Igor Vovchanchyn made it to the final match of the inaugural Pride Grand Prix 2000 before losing in the championship bout to Mark Coleman. He wants to make it to Total Elimination 2004, and after a very short debut by Bobish against Gary Goodrich, where he suffered a fractured orbit in his eye, he wants to also be a contender and prove to everyone here in Pride that he belongs.
Wow, look at Dan standing here, and Igor, I've never seen him look like this. He is ready.
The bell goes, and we are underway. Of course, Vovchanchyn, a very feared striker. Bobish wants to take this to the ground and early. Will it be wise for him to engage in a stand-up war with Vovchanchyn?
No, it would not be wise, because Vovchanchyn has a lot of experience. He came from a striking background. He started with kickboxing and then started doing sambo. So his kickboxing is really good, like everybody knows. Bobish is doing good. He's keeping a good distance. He's changing legs, right leg, southpaw stance, then goes back to normal stance. Nice hook there, nice right hook. If that lands, it could be a perfect setup for a takedown.
He is stalking Vovchanchyn, backing him up, and now at center ring. Both of them going through a bit of a mental feeling out process here. None of them wanting to engage early on, knowing what is at stake. An automatic spot at Total Elimination 2004, which will begin April 25th.
Yeah, now this thing what Bobish did, coming in without punching, is not good. That was the first strike from Vovchanchyn, which made contact, not hard contact, but you see he is measuring his distance. He's measuring and see how low the reach of Bobish is, and once he found out, he's going to capitalize on it.
Of course, Bobish will be looking for the shot.
Yep.
Again, his nickname is the Bull, and he'll be attempting to be the proverbial bull in the china shop, even though we are here in Japan. That's what he wants to do with Vovchanchyn, but you cannot be careless with a striker the quality of Igor Vovchanchyn.
Yes, I know, but hey, listen, he's got a lot of pounds behind him, Bobish.
Well, he definitely outweighs him by a fair margin.
Oh, yeah, but what he has to do is he starts striking and then go for the takedown. Not this, look at this. He's behind his legs, he's taking takedown.
And there we go with the can opener attempt. They're just trying to smother Bobish on his chest. Is Vovchanchyn in the open guard now?
Yes, it's an open guard. It must be almost, because I don't think he can close his legs around the waist because he's so huge. It's unbelievable.
And of course, Vovchanchyn is allowed a 4-point attack, even though weight difference of 15 kilograms. Actually, Bobish outweighs him by some 130 pounds in this matchup.
Yeah, it's wild.
And the referee brings the fighters back to their feet.
Restart in the center of the ring, which is very good for Bobish, this.
Actually, you're right. They're going to restart in the guard of Vovchanchyn. Bobish just smothering him there, trying to take advantage of his massive girth.
What he should do is just grab behind with one arm and then pass the guard and go for side mount position.
Now he's picking up, single leg pickup, and just slams Vovchanchyn to the mat.
Now he's going, he almost went to the side mount.
And he's so big that it's almost impossible for Vovchanchyn to get a closed guard, even if he wants one. And the best way to break the guard, of course, is to attack the ankles, but Bobish right now just trying to cross-face him, smother him, look for an opportunity perhaps to engage in some ground and pound.
This is what he should do, what he's doing right now, but he should keep himself closer to him so Igor cannot skip out and go to the guard again. And it's not a close guard. Again, like we said, 3 times in a row, he cannot close it.
There's a nice right hand to the face of Vovchanchyn by Bobish. Again, he's a very powerful man, Bobish.
Yes, now he's going to go to the side mount. There we go.
Cross-side position
This is
now by the
dangerous.
Bulls.
This is dangerous. This is where Bobish is the most dangerous. This is a lot of power, guys. Look at the legs. He's looking for the corner. His corner. We have Nicole and Ron. They're shouting for knees. But I see that Bobish is looking for the armbar and neck crank, and he's probably going to go for the figure 4.
Bobish made his
neck cranking him.
debut years ago, brought to the sport by Dan Severn. There's a knee to the head. There's a good strategy employed by Bobish.
Yep. Oh, that was a hard knee. That last one, that was really connecting.
Maintaining side control is Bobish. Of course, Vovchanchyn trying to squirm out, trying to scramble underneath, but how it's almost impossible with a 130-pound weight advantage for Bobish.
Yeah, but he sits on his knee, so it is.
Now the full
this
mount.
is full mount. That is bad position for
And here we could see some ground and pound by Dan the Bull Bobish as he's posturing straight up. Vovchanchyn now trying to defend. He's no way he can buck him off. No way he can explode the hips, boss.
No, it's very difficult because it's what, 385 pounds. This is so much. It's how can you get that
He
off?
tipped the Toledo's at 355 coming here. He wants to get down to about 320 if he does advance to total elimination 2004. But here he is high up now. And what would you suggest here as he continues to just take the shots? Vovchanchyn, knowing there's a big weight disadvantage, what does he have to do, boss, to try to get himself out of this very dire circumstance?
It's very difficult, but you can switch on your left hip or your right hip, stretch one leg, and then go and then escape a leg, so you can go to a half guard, and from there you're going to work to a full guard.
Bobish is doing a great job here. He's got the hooks in, distributing his weight beautifully.
He's setting a
Looking
figure
for
four.
an Americana there, the top wrist lock. Bobish now going back to cross-side position, and he's in the half guard.
He's trying to go for a side choke, I think. Now he's trying to go for the full mount again.
Cross-facing him. Again, opening up the guard, if you will, the hand guard of Vovchanchyn. We are into the final 5 minutes of the first round. Again, opening round is 10 minutes, followed by 2 5-minute rounds here at Pride Fighting Championships Inferno.
And he's
There's going
there,
for that
figure
Americana
four.
again.
Yeah, once he gets it, he's going to swing to the side. And then he's going to have it because he's very strong.
Again, his corner had implored him earlier to do some knee damage on side position. He did it to the head. Now it would be wise if he does gain the upper hand here, as we see him still stuck in a half guard, to try to rein in some knees to the body, soften him up, boss.
Yep, there he's
There's going for the Americana.
Let's work the knees, come on.
He's got a bridge up now.
And in his corner, Bobish has his significant other, Nicole Bobish, and Ron Slusarski, both of them yelling for him to work the knees. Still caught in that half guard, but doing a great job here in round number 1 of using his weight and power is Dan the Bull Bobish.
Yeah, Dan has to try to go for the mount or the side mount position again. Just pull his leg out and go to the half mount, the side mount position. That would be the best thing for him to do right now.
He's expending some energy. Again, he's very conditioned for his size. Went to Mount Union College, Ohio, was a national champion in 1992 in freestyle wrestling, the NCAA champ. Was a 3-time All-American wrestler, was Dan Bobish. But he again taking on Pride veteran Igor Vovchanchyn, who you never know when he will strike, but it's almost impossible from this vantage point.
Yeah, right now Bobish is on the winning end here, but do not underestimate Igor Vovchanchyn. He fought big guys too, and he defeated big guys. Hey, he defeated Kerr one time, so never underestimate him.
You can't say that Bobish is laying and praying, because he is definitely on the attack, but I do notice that the attack is beginning to subside, become a little slower here.
Yeah, he should just go to the side mount, and you can do way more damage from there with the knees, what he was doing before, than in this position.
He's cross-facing Vovchanchyn. Now would be a good chance to try another right hand, blocked by Vovchanchyn. Now Vovchanchyn almost into the spider guard here, boss, grabbing his wrist.
3 minutes. He has to pass the guard, and Vovchanchyn has to do anything. Push him away, kick him
It does
away.
appear to me
This
that
is it.
Bobish is tiring, however. Fatigue on his face. He's worked very diligently. He's done a great job. But again, Vovchanchyn underneath was smothered by him. But look at him. He's bending over, breathing laboriously.
That is
and
not
a yellow
good.
card being issued.
You never want to show your opponent that you're tired. This is not a good sign, because that will give your opponent wings, so to say.
Fans applauding the fact that they're brought back up to their feet. Here is Igor Vovchanchyn's familiar territory. This is where he is at his most dangerous. Kick by Vovchanchyn.
Yep, and he's going for the body, which is a very smart thing to do.
He's not known as a world-class kickboxer, but those strikes,
Left
that
hook
right hand right to the face.
Left hook there from Bob's left hook, right
Nice
straight again, and the
combination.
kick. Whoa. And he's attacking the body like you see the liver, the side of the liver, because he sees that Bobish is tired, and that's what you want to attack. The solar plexus and the liver, those are the weak points.
There's
Nice
a
shot.
Nice takedown defense, a good sprawl by Vovchanchyn. Into a guillotine position, perhaps no tending night now to just rain down the right hands. Bobish looking to bully his way. Oh, a knee right up the middle. Nice Muay Thai. He catches the single leg, does Bobish, and he falls back into side position on Vovchanchyn along the ropes.
Yeah, this took a lot of energy for Bobish, I'm telling you. He's going to go for a reverse figure four, it looks like.
Now he's doing what
Yes.
you have always ask fighters to do in this position, boss Rutan, and that is to go on the attack. But look at him. It looks like he was tired. It looks like he's a spent fighter right now, boss.
Yeah, but you know what? It's 2 minutes left, and if he's a smart fighter, I would hang out here now. I would move a little bit, but I would rest. And
You
then
risk the run of gaining another yellow card for passivity and aggression, and now they do move them back to center.
I know, but I take a yellow card over a knockout, okay?
Well, I agree with you, but you don't want to incur the wrath of the referee at any time. Let's face it. Side mount again by Bobish here, the center of the ring. Now a knee to the head.
He should start kneeing to the head, to the body more.
You know, both of these warriors are fathers. They're family men. North-south, yes, reining in the knees. We can tell you that Bobish is the father of a 4-year-old daughter, Angelina Rose, while Vovchanchyn has just welcomed a new member to his family, the 4-month-old Zlata, a very unique name in his native country. It means golden girl. He wants to turn in a golden performance here tonight, but he is being thwarted right now by the American Bobish.
And look at this. He's giving Bobish knees from his back. There's one last minute. If Bobish is smart, he should ride it out real easy here. Pick your shots.
There's some knees from the bottom by Vovchanchyn, and they find their mark.
Now he goes figure four. We got it.
There's the Americana attempt here.
He has to pull the arm down now. He has to pull his hand to the hip of Vovchanchyn.
He's hyperextending it. The Americana.
No, he's
fittingly put on by the American Bobish.
Yeah, he should push his hand down to the same line as Vovchanchyn's shoulders. That's what he should do. Bring it there. He does it wrong now. He does it wrong. Bring it down to his hip. He's got to bring it down to his head.
And that may just be a lack of experience with submission-style fighting there. Bobish had the Americana, is forced to break it, so Vovchanchyn dodges another bullet here at Inferno.
Wow. And it's almost the end of round number 1. He should finish strong now.
30 seconds, gotta work.
He's trying to go to full mount, but it doesn't work now. He has it.
Bobish's corner man, Slesarski, yelling for him to work, and there is the end of round number 1. A great round of action there. Dan the Bull Bobish maintaining control, but Igor Vovchanchyn, the veteran, surviving the opening 10 minutes.
Yeah, from my side here, what the people can't see at home, Bobish looks very tired right now. Vovchanchyn looks fresh, although he always looks like this because he bruises easy. He's like me, he's a bruiser, you know, you touch him and he's got bruises. But he looks in well conditioned, while Bobish is standing here, and he really is going to need his break now.
Of course, this is the event Inferno. We had a huge event New Year's Eve, which was called Pride Shockwave 2003. Who will ever forget the epic battle? But we'll get to that in a moment. Let's revisit the action.
He's going to lift him up here with the Achilles tendon pull, which won't do a lot of things. Only in training it will hurt. With a lot of adrenaline running through your system, that doesn't work. But this really works. Knees to the head. But if you knee to the head, he starts to block the knees. Why on earth doesn't he knee him to the body then? He has to defend the knee to the body, and then the head becomes free again, and you can go back to the head. Look at this, bang! That nearly glassed kick to the body will probably be the best thing for Igor to do right now.
And we see again the side mount by Bobish, where he was for a big duration of that opening round. It had some knee damage. As you can see, the face of Vovchanchyn, it shows the wear and tear of that opening 10 minutes. We were mentioning the Shockwave 2003 special featuring the epic battle between Antonio Rogerio Nogueira and Kazushi Sakuraba. The Pride Shockwave 2003 DVD will be available very soon at pridefc.com. Make sure you watch for it.
Yep, and they're sitting there. Everybody's making discussions. It looks like it's a long. You have a 2-minute break.
There's Vovchanchyn, of course, who says his best fight was a victory over Mark Kerr at Pride 12. Kerr making his long-awaited return to Pride here tonight. He says his toughest opponents, Vovchanchyn, were Quentin Jackson and Mirko Cro Cop, but I would say that he will add Dan the Bull Bobish to that list if it continues the way we saw in the first round.
Wow, round number 2. Yeah, Bobish is going to be... It's conditioning now.
Of course, Vovchanchyn will want to turn it up a notch, try to get through the guard of Bobish. Bobish straight ahead again, met with a knee, and Vovchanchyn doing a good job of escaping. Bobish with that looping wild right hand.
Yep, but it takes a lot of energy out of you, and you have 2 more 5-minute rounds to go, so... with somebody who's been in the ring for like 20 times.
It looks
Who
like
has experience, you know.
Yeah, you're right, boss. It looks like Vovchanchyn wants to draw Bobish in, and he's okay with the counterattack. Another great sprawl there, some good
Knee to the
takedown
head.
defense, and there's that knee to the head you talked about.
Ooh,
Looked like he was setting him up
almost
for another one.
Another one, yes, sir.
There's a right hand that catches Bobish. Remember, he was injured in that right eye against Gary Goodrich, suffering a fractured orbit in that loss. And now
Beautiful
another
sprawl here.
sprawl.
Now he starts the knees.
And the fans responding in kind. With the there's a kick, another kick. And the tables have been turned here in round number 2. Igor Vovchanchyn, the veteran. Perhaps a little rope-a-dope action in that opening round, as he definitely has turned it up here against Dan the Bull Bobish. There's a strike.
Yep. It's unbelievable that he goes to the ground. I would say just stand up.
He says he's been working on his submissions. Following the loss to Mirko Cro Cop, he's been working on submission. He's comfortable in the guard. He has the full mount here, boss.
Yeah, but he should cross-face Bobish right now. There you go. Cross-face and push himself out and then start to attack. Bobish has to buck up because I don't think that...
And he does have the size advantage to do just that. Oh, but he's met with another right. Another right. And there's just a great job here. The barrage of punches being executed by Vovchanchyn.
Okay, Bobish says no more.
That's it. Dan Bobish has verbally tapped.
Yep.
And Igor Vovchanchyn successful here at Pride FC Inferno. Vovchanchyn, the first participant to officially be entered in Total Elimination 2004, which will get underway April 25th at 1 minute and 45 seconds of the second round. The fight has stopped. Dan the Bull Bobish looking very good in the opening round. Spent too much energy, unfortunately. It spent too much. And Vovchanchyn is a winner here at Inferno, boss.
Wow, yes, and with that weight difference, that's impressive. Really impressive.
And to be fair to Bobish, that may just be a lack of experience on his part. Not pacing himself well. Not maybe, yeah, the pace of the fight. Much too soon for Bobish. He exploded too early. Threw every weapon in his arsenal at Vovchanchyn in the first round, but Igor Vovchanchyn defeats him here via TKO.
Yeah, you said it in the beginning that Bobish would like to fight on 320, and he's 355 right now, so that is 35 pounds, right? Yes. And 35 pounds less, you will be in a better shape, trust me. You know, you move lighter. It's like 35 pounds carrying extra 45 over 35 pounds on you.
Vovchanchyn at 220 pounds, he's right where he wants to be. And ice cold Igor Vovchanchyn is on his way to Total Elimination 2004.
And here we see the replay, you know, some body shots to set the shots to the head up. Yep. And Bobish is just passing us, and he says, "Deliver. It F hurts," he says.
The trademark liver shot.
That's the liver shot.
So Igor Vovchanchyn, very happy and on his way to his goal in 2004 to becoming Pride Heavyweight Champion. He's gone through step number 1, and on April 25th, he will indeed be a member of the 16-man Total Elimination Tournament beginning April 25th.
Do you think Igor still has it?
I would say that Mr. Vovchanchyn has it and then some.
Yeah, I mean, he's been in so many fights, and he now coming back against to face a guy that is so much bigger and larger and stronger than you, and then come out as a victory, and it's incredible. I'm here with Corey Peterson, aka the LA Giant. Now, LA, that means you live in LA?
I live in Orange County.
Did you just go with the camera down? Did you just go? Keep the camera up. No, it's okay. Keep the camera up. Now they know our trick. That's okay. Now he doesn't look that giant anymore. 180 kilos. That is how many pounds?
It's about 100 or 380 pounds, actually, I think. I'm not sure the conversion really, because in America we got pounds. But
yeah, we have the metric system, so I know it's around that. Yeah, it's like 385. I don't want to calculate anything right now. LA Giant, you live in LA, obviously giant. Surprise, surprise! It's got to be the pound.
yeah, definitely, you got to keep the pounds. We're American. We got to
stay with that. Plus, it takes me too long to think if you ask me kilos.
Okay, give me your height. I will transfer right away to centimeters.
6'11".
6'11" is 2 meters and 7.5 centimeters. That's pretty good, huh? Yeah, for just a white guy from Holland. That's pretty cool. You're trained in Thai boxing and you're trained in submissions.
Right. Yeah. Jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai.
Now, this is not only the first match for you, it's the first mixed martial arts event. In fact, any event. This is the first time you're going to fight, like real fight. But this is also what they call a survival match. And the winner of those, they have a chance to go to the Pride Grand Prix, the heavyweight Grand Prix. What do you think about that?
I think it's definitely a great opportunity, especially being my first match and everything. Real thankful for Pride for giving me this opportunity. Obviously, try to go as far as I can up the ladder, possibly to the finals.
Boss, we are all set and ready to go with another survival match here at Inferno. This one, another classic David versus Goliath confrontation. Sergey Kharitonov made an impressive debut at Bushido. He takes on Corey Peterson, who's known as the LA Giant.
Yeah, like I said, LA Giant, he's from LA and he's big. 180 kilograms. That is, according to him, 384 pounds. That's almost double the size as Sergey. So if I was Sergey, I would run circles in the ring, try to make him tired, see if you can make him tired. But what we know, what we heard, is that he's got Thai boxing skills, the LA Giant, that is, and he's got submission skills. So this is going to be a tough one for Sergey.
Sergey Kharitonov, undefeated, puts that perfect record on the line against the LA Giant, making his MMA debut right here at Pride FC Inferno. Another bout here at Pride Fighting Championships Inferno as we see the debut of the LA Giant Corey Peterson about to make his way to the ring, boss.
Yes, now, and he is the person that I thought before. He is the 385-pound guy. 180 kilograms. That is a lot of weight.
Pride FC, where the big boys do play, and they don't get much bigger than Corey Peterson, the LA Giants.
He will have in his corner the McCulley brothers, and both of them are good strikers. And Justin also knows a lot of submissions. Well, if he picked up everything from those guys, and he can actually put it here out in the ring, he will have a big chance.
Well, for Corey Peterson, it's going to be a baptism by fire as he will take on the undefeated Sergey Kharitonov. We saw Sergey at Pride FC's Bushido, where he made short work of overmatched Jason Nobunaga. And we'll have to see what the McCulley effect is here for Corey Peterson, the LA Giant, who will definitely have the height advantage, but the experience is on the side of Kharitonov. There is Sergey Kharitonov, who has just entered the ring in his military fatigues, Boss Rutan, and he'll be taking on the LA Giant, Corey Peterson. Again, a special bout here at Inferno Pride 27.
And he is a giant. It says here 153 kilograms. It said, 2 days before 180, so I don't, let's go with the 153. It's still a lot.
Definitely close to the 400-pound mark.
Yep. Here we have Sergey, 102 kilograms. That's 224 pounds.
Kharitonov, of course, impressing everyone at his Pride debut, Bushido, with the armbar submission over Nobunaga. There you see the visual.
He doesn't care at all. Look at him.
Very focused fighter is Kharitonov, and you can see for yourself the height advantage that Corey Peterson will take into this bout.
Now, let's see what's going to happen.
Again, this is Peterson's debut at Pride Fighting Championship. Kharitonov, he got the butterflies out at Bushido, and this match is underway.
Oh, distance too close.
Oh, he's just waiting in those right hands, however, is Peterson, but then he's taken down with the trip takedown by Kharitonov into the close guard of Peterson.
Wow.
And Peterson has to watch out that he doesn't give him his arm when he's trying those shots up top. He's got the long arm, the long reach, but Kharitonov will be looking for that arm bar.
He's got some good striking power there from the top position. He should push him away now. The LA Giant. Peterson. Yep.
Listening to his corner, McCauley, but look at Kharitonov quickly on the attack again here in the corner with a side control there now into the half guard.
They will probably restart this thing in the center of the ring at this, I guess, or if he can stand up now, I would get up.
A frenetic beginning to the opening round. I wouldn't say the technique is very proficient, but there's a nice kick to the thigh area by Kharitonov, and that's one way to take down and keep him down the very tall Corey Peterson. Nice strike there by Kharitonov.
Real good right hand. Real good left hand. He's got pinpoint accuracy. Look at this.
And there's
he's going to go for an armbar. Armbar
is
coming. Watch this.
Very dominant position. Now he's going to sink in that armbar that Boss Room mentioned. Will it be enough hyperextending it? Peterson not tapping yet, but great technique. As you can see Kharitonov under the ropes.
Sergey should close his guard. He should close his guard.
There it is. Finally tapping is Corey Peterson. And you see the pain. Was it wise for Peterson to keep from tapping for so long? He may have suffered even more damage than he should have there, boss.
Yeah, I think so too. You saw when Sergey, that's the only thing, you should always close your legs, close your feet, hook your feet.
Well, for the second consecutive Pride FC event, Sergey Kharitonov quietly putting together a very impressive streak at 1 minute 23 seconds of the bout, submits the LA Giant via armbar as he did at Pride Bushido.
Now, what is up for this guy? I mean, he is a middleweight. He can easily go to middleweight if he wants.
And like I say, a very unassuming, very quiet individual, doesn't have very much to say, but he is definitely becoming a force to be reckoned with. It was Sergey Kharitonov who, well, you know how he got to Pride in the first place? He won a tournament. It was the Tournament of Real Men 8 over in his native land, and the combined fight time for both bouts was under 2 minutes, and we can see that he likes to do things quickly.
Yeah, you know what? He used to train with Fedor Emelianenko, so I guess that helped him a lot. Look at this, perfect setup for the armbar. I called it 10 seconds before because he was doing it exactly the same. But you should hook your legs there, your feet, ladies and gentlemen. Next time, because watch this. He's going to push. Corey's going to push his leg off, and normally, like this, you can come out. But Sergey pulled it back. But
good job by Kharitonov.
You can escape this if you do not hook your feet.
And there you see his reaction, the jubilant Sergey Kharitonov, a winner at Pride Fighting Championships Inferno.
Okay, now, here we are. Everybody in the ring, the Russian top team. He will know. I will go to him or tell him that he has to buy the boss with the big book of combat.
His only loss came in 1998 at the Scandinavian No Holds Barred Championship, where he was stopped with strikes. But he competed 2 years later in the Yalta Brilliant 2000 tournament in Ukraine and won 3 bouts. Pride veteran Denis Sobolov was also there. And Kharitonov, who there you see, enjoying the plaudits of the great crowd here on hand at the Osaka Castle Hall. One more time, he salutes him, a victorious Sergey Kharitonov.
The next match, Alexander Otsuka, and he's going to face Murillo Ninja from the shootbox. What do you think?
Well, Ninja Hua, of course, coming off that devastating victory over Akira Shoji. Ninja Hua rated the number 2 man at the shootbox. The only reason he's not number 1 is that they have, of course, the middleweight champion in Vanderlei Silva, a superlative striker taking on Otsuka, as you've mentioned. Not the best record in the world, but a man who's taken on all comers.
Yes, he is. I mean, this guy is tough as nails. He can take a hit, and sometimes he's in for a surprise, like we had with Marco Huas. So don't take him out of the picture, but I think if I have to make a prediction, this is going to be Murillo Ninja's fight.
I will predict it will end in a knockout, and we'll find out soon enough right here at Pride FC Inferno. Otsuka's opponent, boss, will definitely be a tough guy in Murillo Ninja Hu, a guy who's definitely on the rise here in Pride Fighting Championship. You know, he's gone through it all in his short career. He's faced some adversity when he suffered back-to-back losses to Ricardo Arona at Pride 23 and Kevin Randleman at Pride 24. You see Otsuka being introduced, but boss, Murillo Ninja Hu, since those losses, has been a man on a mission. He is definitely someone to be reckoned with here in Pride.
Yeah, he turned it up a notch in training. He was telling us in the interviews that when Vanderlei is training for a fight, his corner was telling us that he really wants to train with Ninja because that apparently he gives him the most resistance during training sessions.
He is a physical fitness freak, and you're right. Shootbox Academy, of course, one of the premier teams in mixed martial arts, and Hua definitely one of their pride and joy. And Silva, of course, will be part of Pride Bushido. We mentioned that. And now Otsuka and Hua get ready to do battle here at Inferno.
Flying knee. I predict he's going to come out with a flying knee or something like that.
He used the flying knee to defeat Akira Shoji at Pride Shockwave 2003. Right now goes downstairs with a kick into a clinch position now. Got the underhooks in on Otsuka, does Hua.
Ooh, oh, was one in the groin?
I believe that one was south of the equator, if you will, boss.
Yes. That's one of the pills. That's not so good.
So we will have a timeout here, give Alexander Otsuka the opportunity to recover. Of course, we're also going to see, as we take a look at the replay, boss, and you can see right there,
yep,
that he's already feeling the effects of that knee to the groin area. We're going to see Murillo's brother Shogun at Pride FC's Bushido Volume 2 as well. So it's going to be Team Vanderlei versus Team Japan. But right now the concern is with Alexander Otsuka, who suffered that knee. He's being given a yellow card, even though I do believe, boss, and I'm sure you concur that it was by accident.
It was by accident for sure. So that one, you know.
Ninja Hua is an intense individual, but he's also very gregarious. Definitely not someone who will blatantly break the rules. And we are waiting to see if Otsuka is going to be able to continue here at Inferno. Again, we talked about Ninja coming into this bout off the victory over Shoji. He says he's in better shape now than he was against Shoji, which is kind of a scary thought if you think about it.
Yep.
And now the fans begin to rally behind Otsuka, cheering him on, wanting to see him recover and continue to compete.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm telling you this. In training, when you get hit there, you do not want to train anymore. And if he's going to fight, everything that he's going to be hit with in that area, even inside low kicks or on the belly, everything will hurt. So it's one thing, you can show the heart of a lion and come back. But on the other hand, I would say, hey, take your time at least to recover from it because, man, yeah, you're a guy, it hurts.
Inferno, of course, being used as a precursor to Total Elimination 2004, the Grand Prix that's going to get underway April 25th. And believe it or not, Hua, in talking with us before the fight, says that he wants to participate in that tournament. And there has been talk by the hierarchy at Pride Fighting Championships that they may make that tournament an open weight tournament, which will allow fighters like Hua to compete.
Yeah, you know what? I just get whispered in my ears here that the crowd actually was booing against Otsuka, like to go home. Can you believe that?
Really? I thought they were cheering him on. That's kind of surprising.
Yeah, like, here we go. They show it again.
Hey, boss, are you sure you didn't get lost in translation? So here we take a look at what's happening. That's what I think you got lost in translation, Mr. Bill Murray.
Yes, I did. I got lost in translation, although I asked twice, but the cup got broken, I hear. So they're going to give it 2 minutes extra time, and they're going to, I guess, super glue, or they're going to get them a new cup.
I didn't think the Japanese crowd would be booing one of their own. They're not prone to booing any fighter. A very knowledgeable, very respectful crowd here in the land of the rising sun. So we're going to have an opportunity now to let Otsuka recover. Now, let's talk about the shoebox team, boss. We already know that they are like a family. Murillo Ninja Hua, definitely a top contender for that middleweight title, but as long as Vanderlei Silva holds on to the belt, Hua will not be vying for that championship.
No, but he told us at the interview, he said, hey, I want to gain weight, and I want to go to the heavyweight division.
We just mentioned the fact that he wants to enter Total Elimination 2004. There is talk that Pride FC will make it an open weight tournament. Now, The only goal and focus for Hua the year 2004 is a Pride belt. Now, shoot box. As we mentioned, man, Otsuka doesn't look like he's going to be able to continue here.
No,
boss.
I don't think so either. I think this is going to be the end of the fight. It's like I told you before. If his cup is broke, they're gonna now check
Well,
it.
if his cup is broken, I don't even want to speculate on what other damage Otsuka has incurred.
Whoa.
So, while
crazy.
we have this pause in the action, we can remind you once again that for all the information on your favorite fighters for late-breaking news, the one stop is PrideFC.com. It's been, there's a new look to the Pride FC website. If you haven't gone there lately, take a look and you will be impressed. All the information, your favorite fighters, and of course, details of the next pay-per-view broadcast that is going to be coming up. It'll be March 21st, boss. Team Vanderlei versus Team Japan. And of course, the main event of that will be Vanderlei Silva, the middleweight champion, taking on the punk, Aikuhiso Manoa. We saw him against Jackson at Shockwave 2003.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one for Minoa, but yeah, you never know. The Japanese fighters, they have so much heart, everything else. And you were talking about the Pride website. You know, you can actually find a link on BossRooting.tv to that website also. So,
And
just
ladies
let
and
you
gentlemen,
know.
that's what we call in the business a shameless plug. Thank you very much, Mr. Rutan.
You're
Well,
very
of course,
welcome.
there's nothing shameful about you, boss.
It's
Of course.
Rotten.tv. It's Rotten.tv.
There you go. There
That's
you
my
go.
name.
Call
That's my
now
name.
or visit now, whatever the old hawking says. Anyway, let's talk a little more about Team Vanderlei. He's going to be joined by Shogun, Murillo's younger brother, and a newcomer to Pride in Jadison Costa.
Yep. I think it's going to be very tough for the Japanese to win that overall thing. Because I mean, the Shoot Box Academy. Let's face it. Every fighting, they have stamina, they got technique, they got the aggressiveness. It's unbelievable, and they keep going. There's no stopping in these guys. They pretty much never go the distance. Not one fight, and they're unstoppable.
Of course, the patriarch of the Shoot Box Academy, Hujamar, and also joined tonight by Nielsen Castro. Hujamar is oh man, they have to bring in the stretcher now, so definitely Alexander Otsuka will not be able to continue. And don't forget as well, on that big event coming up March 21st, Pride Bushido Volume 2, Mirko Cro Cop, who will be in our main event here at Inferno. Believe it or not, he is going to do a quick turnaround and be involved in that battle as well. He wants the experience.
Yeah, but you know what? It's maybe he's going to be there because right now we first have to see what's going to do with in this show, of course.
Well, yes,
And,
you're right. If he doesn't suffer any serious damage or incur any sort of what happened here to Otsuka, Mirko Cro Cop is a good bet to be at Pride FC's Bushido Volume 2. But right now, the thoughts and prayers, of course, are with Otsuka, who is going to be taken out via stretcher, something we never want to see, not only here in Pride, but in any sporting event, MMA event. But Alexander Otsuka has been on the ground. He tried to get up momentarily, was in such pain that they are going to be forced to take him out of here via stretcher. So Alexander Otsuka will not be able to continue, and thus this fight will go to Murillo Ninja Hua.
I don't know.
Or
because
will
he's got
they? Because the yellow card. So this,
yeah.
you're right, boss. Excuse me. This may be called a no contest.
Or maybe even a disqualification. I don't know.
Let's take a look at the replay, boss.
Yep. Whoop. There they come. Ooh. And watch, he sets it up. One knee and now to the head. Yeah, it was the groin. He cannot continue.
There's our head official, Yuji Shimada, addressing the crowd.
次の中村選手の試合後に回復すれば、そのまま試合を続けたいと思います。ですので、ちょっと時間をお貸しください。
Sounds like it may be good news for Alexander Otsuka.
Yeah.
The crowd's reaction is any indication. But we, of course, are awaiting the translation here. Okay, well, we have just been told that...
Hey, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
So tell it.
Taking a break.
Yeah, they're going to take a break and they continue after the fourth match.
Well, that is actually something that I've never seen and something I agree with. But does it look like Otsuka's going to be able to continue after the fourth match? This guy looks like he's in a world of hurt, now trying to get back up to his feet. Of course, he has the fighting spirit of the Japanese warriors, Alexander Otsuka. So there you go. Fans at home, we will resume this bout following our fourth matchup, and it will be Murillo Ninja Hua against Alexander Otsuka. But again,
he doesn't look fresh, and it doesn't look like that. This he will recover in one fight from this. Come on, we got Caras Jr. coming up against Nakamura. That could be a short fight too. Maybe after the 6th fight, but I wouldn't say after.
Maybe in time for March 21st at Pride Bushido Volume 2. Maybe Otsuka can recover in time for that and bring them back to do it again. Because right now, I don't think that Otsuka, no matter how much heart he has, will be healthy enough, if you will, to continue tonight. But that's what they've told us. We'll go with what we've been told, and we'll try to resume this bout after our next matchup, which will feature the pride and joy of the Yoshida camp, the Yoshida dojo, Kazuhiro Nakamura, and he'll be facing, of course, boss Caras Jr., who suffered that electrifying knockout at the hands of Mirko Cro Cop at our first Bushido event.
Yeah, let's see what that's going on. But is Alexander going to have the cojones to step back after match number 4? That's the main question.
We'll find out how his cojones are feeling following our next bout here at Pride Inferno. I don't want to revisit, the debut too much because it was a devastating loss for you. But people tend to learn more from losses than victories. You learn from your mistakes, so to speak. What did you take from that fight against Mirko?
No, it was the problem was the timing was too short for that fight. But anyways, it was a good experience because you learn from when you lose, you learn. So and you think different. So I'm not saying that it was good, but in this moment I work more, I train more, so I feel good.
Of course, you have a very good background in Greco-Roman wrestling, a member of the Mexican national team here at Inferno. You're going to take on Kazuhiro Nakamura, one of the prize students of Hidehiko Yoshida, taking on a judo practitioner. What kind of a challenge do you think he presents to you?
No, for me it's good because he's a judo fighter, and for me it's good because I'm a wrestler, so I think it's no problem for me because, judo and wrestling have a similar technique, so I think for me it doesn't represent any problem, judo.
Our next bout here at Pride FC Inferno, boss, features a man who is the first Hispanic fighter ever to participate in Pride Fighting Championship, the first hooded man in Pride FC wearing that traditional Mexican mask. I'm talking, of course, about Caras Jr., coming off a very, devastating loss at the hands of Mirko Cro Cop at Bushido. He takes on Kazuhiro Nakamura, who at that same Bushido event took care of Daniel Gracie.
I really don't know who's going to win this fight. I think that both of them are really good with their takedowns. Nakamura is a judo practitioner, and he's the best student of Yoshida. So that means he's got very good throws, hip throws, shoulder throws. He's very good on a close range. But Caras, he's in the Olympic team of the Greco-Roman wrestling in Mexico. So who is going to win this battle? Who's going to take who to the ground? And I think that is where the key of victory is. Whoever takes the other one down, the guy on top is going to win this match.
This fight really does embody all that Pride Fighting Championship is about. We have Nakamura, the judo practitioner, and we got Caras Jr., the Greco-Roman wrestler. We'll find out which is better coming up here at Pride FC Inferno.
Yes, he looks always so relaxed. He's smiling, he's laughing. It's like it's fun for him. It's a fun game.
He possesses a very sunny disposition, and there you see the masked man, Caras Jr. I was informed that he was just wearing the mask for ceremonial purposes, but it looks like he may still wear the mask for the Japanese fans during this bout. He did mention he didn't want to use an excuse or use it as an excuse, boss, but when he wore the mask against Mirko Cro Cop, it definitely wasn't the best thing to do. It did block his peripheral vision. Not that he would have been able to stop that lightning-quick kick of Mirko's anyway.
Yeah, the watcha kick, that kick. This is going to be interesting. Nakamura telling us that he's been working on his striking. We know Caras can strike. He's training with Marco Huas. And of course, everybody knows he's a great striker. So who's going to win the striking battle? And I think once they clinch up, who's going to win the battle there. Who's going to take who down? Since he's a good wrestler and the other one is a good judo player.
Yoshida looking on from the corner. Dos Caras Jr. will indeed wear the mask, and of course he's the first masked and first Hispanic fighter in Pride Fighting Championships, looking to avenge the loss against Crocop, while Nakamura wants to entertain the Japanese fans, and there is some indication of his standing ability there by Nakamura.
That was a good right hand there, very solid. But who's going to win this game? That's what I told you all the time.
Well, Dos Caras Jr. indeed enjoying the height advantage, thus the reach advantage against Nakamura. Has him in the full body lock now in the corner and trying to rein in some knees.
We should put a little bit higher, otherwise we're going to have another stop here. Shoot knee again to the body. Left knee.
There he looks like he was attempting an Uchimata, which is of course the trademark move of Yoshida.
But Dos Caras standing up again. I told you, he's a great Greco-Roman guy, but hey, here we go. Nakamura has the takedown.
And into the open guard of Dos Caras Jr. But Nakamura staying busy.
Yep, he's already escaping it. He's going to half guard, and now he's got the side
Looking for
mount.
the side. Mount is Nakamura. What do we see him attempt to do here against the judo? He is the judo practitioner, Dos Caras Jr. with the lucha libre background. Is 3-3 in his MMA career, looking to move up here in Pride Fighting Championships.
He's doing a great job. He threw already a left knee to the body there, to the side of the body of Dos Caras. Dos Caras has to get out. That's what he should do. Try to get out armbar coming up. Armbar
Looking
or
for that
leg lock.
armbar or leg lock is
Yeah.
right. Now he's attempting that armbar as Nakamura. Will he have the power? There's Dos Caras Jr. turning into it, being rolled over. Nice
Very
escape by
good
Dos
escape.
Caras Jr. into a
Very
guillotine
nice.
position. Now they stand up high
high kick.
roundhouse blocked by Nakamura.
Very good. He escaped this nicely.
Straight ahead goes Dos Caras Jr. back into the corner looking for the full body lock. Nakamura has the underhook in. Nice transition there, boss. A beautiful escape by Dos Caras Jr. electrifying the crowd here at Osaka Castle Hall.
Yep, and now again, like I said before, who's going to get the takedown? I predicted you before. The one who's going to end on top is going to get the takedown. Look
Nice
at this.
takedown attempt by Dos Caras Jr., but beautifully blocked there. Nice balance being displayed by Nakamura.
Yeah, Nakamura is good. He's got some great balance. He's coming in really relaxed. That will help too a lot.
Dos Caras Jr.
now.
wanting to go the knee route, but he has to be careful. We've already seen there's looks like a sweep trip takedown attempt by Nakamura. Of course, we saw a groin injury in our last bout with Alexander Otsko. We've been told that action with Marilla Ninja Hul will continue after this. Another strike attempt there by Nakamura.
Yeah, it didn't hit, but it's exactly what he's trying to do. He comes in with the left right, and then he clinches up. He wants to go for the takedown.
Looking for that Uchimata again. A throw that has been very successful. There's a nice inside heel trip by Nakamura with the takedown.
And beautiful right away. He goes to a half guard. He will escape this and go right away to the side mind. You watch.
And there
you go already.
He's still in the open half guard as Yoshida looking on, focused on his main charge here. Nakamura doing very well thus far against Dos Caras Jr. And of course, there's that arm extended right there. It looked like he's giving him an armbar attempt there. Dos Caras has to be very careful, boss.
No, there's nothing. Nothing can happen right now because he's still in a half guard. So, and he's going to go down to the full guard.
The guard was open, and he could have easily
escaped.
Swept aside there and gone for the armbar attempt. It was an open guard. Now it's a closed guard. Nakamura showing some speed. There's a nice strike. Now we have a nice
that's
up
what
kick.
I wanted to say. Just kick him away now. Kick him away and get up.
Obviously, he's earned some semblance of respect there as Nakamura a little more leery. There's a nice cartwheel guard escape a la Sakuraba, looking to pass the guard.
Yes, an exciting fighter for sure. Look at this. Half guard, half butterfly guard here. You see, he cannot make the guard because the rope is in his way. Now he's got the full guard.
Last 6 minutes of this opening round. Referee is going to move them back to the center ring in the same position. Kazuhiro Nakamura making his debut at Pride 25 against Togerio Minotauro Nogueira. Lost that bout, but evened his record against Daniel Gracie at Pride Bushido Volume 1.
Now, let's see what he can do here. Dos Caras really have to go for something and try to escape this because it's never a good position, of course, to be in there.
Carr's doing a good job there momentarily of grabbing his wrist, because I was going to say Nakamura trying to posture up, and I don't really understand why more fighters don't attack the ankles. That's the only way really you're going to force him to open his legs if you're smaller than your opponent, and that's the route that he should be taking. But right now looking to maybe get into some ground and pound activity is Nakamura. Tried to escape there, boss.
Yep, he's trying. Guard is open, now it's closed again. Nakamura is good. Hey, let's face it, he trains with Yoshida.
Yeah.
So it's
the pedigree is there.
Yeah, he's got the balance. You saw how well balanced he is.
Now he's posturing up, and this, if Caras Jr. there, he's able to slip in another straight right hand.
Yeah, if he sits up, if I would be Dos Caras, I would right away kick him away from me and then get up as fast as I can.
Try to create some distance, maybe even attack the legs with some kicks, but right now still solidly in that guard of Dos Caras Jr. Just a lot of jockeying going on, not too much action right now, though, boss.
No, I have the feeling that the referee will stand them on their feet if nothing happens.
Of course, it is the number one referee, and Yuji Shimada overlooking this bout. There's a nice escape attempt. Oh, almost a triangle there by Dos Caras momentarily, but now we're looking for side control is Nakamura. He's still in the half guard, however.
Still in the half guard. There's no danger. Now he is with the side mount. Now he can start some damage. He can attack
either with the knees or go for that armbar.
Yep. He will go
There's
for that
arm.
armbar.
It's right there. But he's got the right arm of Dos Caras Jr. Nakamura now. Again, everything is about timing when you're on the ground, boss. It's choosing your spots effectively. Now full mount by Nakamura.
Yeah, he probably is going to set it up. Armbar coming up here. See?
Yeah.
There he is.
Going for the armbar. Dos
He's got
Caras
a
Jr.
beautiful
Now a triangle. Armbar here. A triangle armbar by Nakamura. Will Caras be able to lift him and slam him?
Yes,
he
he's
does
be
escape.
able to
Good
escape.
job by Dos Caras Jr.
Wow, very nice. That was good.
Beautiful escape by Dos Caras Jr. And an entertaining bout here at Pride FC Inferno between Dos Caras Jr. and Kazuhiro Nakamura. We've seen submission attempts, we've seen some ground control, and now they're on their feet.
Wow, this is a good match. Good escapes, 2 times. Dos Caras got his hands low, so he's got to watch out. Because those flying right hands from Nakamura, they can't connect.
But he's not a tried and a true striker. He has been working with a boxing trainer an hour a day, but not known for the striking. And now back into a clinch here by Caras, just kind of bullying him into the corner again. There's a knee up the middle. Not a lot of power behind that knee.
No. He should attack the legs. The side of the legs.
I think Nakamura is going to attempt another inside trip takedown here if he gains the proper position. Really not a lot of activity going on in that corner.
No, I think also with those Caras, you know that armbar escape, lifting somebody up 3 or 4 times in a row will take a lot out of you.
He's going for an outside, the sweep attempt there, Nakamura was. Again, when facing an elite judo athlete like Nakamura, you really have to be on your game. Dos Caras Jr., of course, a big fan favorite here in Japan due to his mask, the lucha libre background. He received a great ovation when he entered the ring. Of course, Nakamura definitely... Oh, nice overhand right by Nakamura.
That's what I told you. He can connect. He's got a good right hand.
Deceptive strength there by Nakamura. There's a left hand, and now he definitely has the attention of Dos Caras Jr. And you're right, Dos Caras Jr.'s guard definitely down. There's a nice high roundhouse, but again, not a lot of snap to it and easily blocked by Nakamura.
Absolutely right. I don't know what Dos Caras' game is right now.
Whoa, Nakamura getting wild with his shots there.
And they're like up again.
Got the underhooks in. And there's Dos Caras Jr.'s corner yelling for the knees. We saw him attempt a barrage of knees there that, unfortunately, really for him, didn't have a lot of power behind the boss.
No, not at all. He should load him up all the way back and go for the legs.
Nakamura content to allow Dos Caras Jr. to take this fight to him now, because you know at any time he can explode with those inside trip takedowns or the sweep. Now he's...
He has have the double underhook, but it looks like, yeah.
And the referee is going to take him to the center of the ring.
That's good. It's very smart. And fight again. Let's go.
Right now, I would give the advantage to Kazuhiro Nakamura, but don't ever discount Dos Caras Jr. with that Greco-Roman background, a former national team member in Mexico.
Yep.
And he looks like he's attempting, wants to get in a belly-to-belly suplex attempt.
Oh,
Again,
nice
he's trying
high
that high roundhouse.
Blocked.
For the third consecutive time by Nakamura.
Yep. Yeah, there's not a lot what you can do in this position here. I mean, the knees, you know, he's blocking them before they can take off, which is a very wise thing. That was a good thing to do, push him away with the right straight.
All right, there is the end of round number one. Kazuhiro Nakamura treating the fans here in Japan to some great submission attempts, and just as great were Dos Caras Jr.'s escapes.
Yes, very well said. Now, shows the real girls. We can see them, but the people at home, come on.
We can also see Hidehiko Yoshida, who's all over television here in Japan as an endorser. Definitely a huge, huge star in the land of the rising sun. As we now take a look at a fellow who may be a huge star in the future in Kazuhiro Nakamura in his armbar attempt.
Yep, and there we go. He's going to lift
armbar.
him up. Watch, he has the armbar, pretty much has it. But now he's going to get slammed on his head, and he lets go. What an escape that was, but that took a lot out of those Caras, I tell you. And watch his right hand coming now. Fuck.
Nice.
See? And I told you before, he can't throw it and it can't connect. And he throws wild punches. I mean, they have a lot of power in them.
Dos Caras Jr. in his corner. We have Justin Levens and Guy Warnow. And they're putting the ice pack on his neck, trying to recharge his batteries. A tremendous opening round of action here at Inferno as we take a look at some more action here. That Kazuhiro Nakamura, overhand, right hand, definitely connecting and scoring Mr. El Guapo.
Yep, let's see it again. Dunk. Yep, that's a typical Igor Vovchanchyn punch.
Do you see a lot of Hidehiko Yoshida in Nakamura? He seems very aggressive. He reminds me a little bit of Yoshida's performance against Vanderlei Silva at the final conflict last year.
Yeah, he's
very aggressive.
Aggressive, but also very relaxed, like we saw now 10 seconds ago. And he's laughing at Yoshida. Yoshida told him something, and he's laughing at him.
And he's displaying some striking proficiency that we're not used to seeing from the likes of Kazuhiro Nakamura. So that boxing training is paying off here at Inferno. And don't forget, speaking of Hidehiko Yoshida, he, of course, a focal point of Shockwave 2003, the DVD available very soon at pridefc.com.
Oh, nice left here by those Caras. Those hands, he's got powerful hands.
Quick.
Yep.
There's a left hook delivered by Nakamura. Looking for the clinch is Dos Caras Jr. He has one, the underhooks in. And he's yet to really be able to display that Greco-Roman background in this battle.
Yeah, he needs to take this fight to the ground, but he had a few attempts already, and Nakamura shows so much balance, and he couldn't do it. Let's see if round two is going to be better for him, but...
Goes upstairs with a quick left hook. We've seen this movie before, however, and the referee Shimada not even giving them as much time as he did in round one, quickly bringing them back to the center of the ring. He wants to see sustained action here from Nakamura and Dos Caras Jr.
Yeah, he should attack with the left rights. Dos Caras like a 1-2, and then simply follow up with a kick.
There's a nice kick to the body by Dos Caras Jr. Into the final 4 minutes. 1 minute's gone in round number two, and they are standing up, and Dos Caras beginning to pepper him now and brings him along the ropes, boss.
Yeah, that's exactly what he should do all the time. He's got the double underhooks now. Now this is where he can show off his Greco-Roman background.
Yes, a full body lock, and he'll try that belly-to-belly suplex if he is able to maneuver Nakamura. But again, Nakamura with a great base, some tremendous balance we've seen. And now he puts in a right hand and another one. Three, matter of fact. And again, while there's not a lot of damage being done, they do score, and they do, of course, keep your opponent off guard.
Dos Caras should really knee here. Really wang, that's what he should do.
He needs to load up with those knees. Nakamura, of course, cognizant of that. You see his right hand down low, looking to block any knee activity from the Mexican star.
Maybe just give some knees, suddenly push out, and then attack. Look at this.
Looking for that outside heel trip was Nakamura. we're at a stalemate here. I guess a regular Mexican standoff between Dos Caras Jr. and Kazuhiro Nakamura in round number 2 with 3 minutes left now in this bout at Pride FC's Inferno.
Yeah, Yuji Shimada breaks him up again. He gives them both a warning that they should fight. Otherwise, they're both going to receive a yellow card.
There's Dos Caras straight ahead, and again, Nakamura loading up with that overhand right hand. No distance there for that kick, and now Nakamura goes in, gets one underhook, looks for both underhooks here now, looking for the takedown is Nakamura.
Yeah, but he can't get it. They're both very well balanced, you know.
Oh, for sure. Both of them possess tremendous vertical bases.
From this position now, I would say, if I was the referee, okay, in this position, you cannot be at longer for like 5 seconds anymore.
And there's a great balance and a nice knee to the head by Dos Caras Jr. capitalizing on that, again, outside heel trip by Nakamura. The attempt unsuccessful once again.
Yep, and you hear Yuji Shimada screaming for action. They have to move. We have only 2 more minutes in round number 2. They
need to create distance, boss. They need to create hip separation and go for the offensive
now they're
moves
get
in
the
their
yellow
arsenal.
card.
And I do believe that you're right. Yellow card being given to both fighters. Limited amount, almost non-existent the action in the corner. Hidehiko Yoshida looking on, probably not very happy as well with what he is seeing right now. Very happy with what happened in round number 1, but now round number 2, both of them sluggish and just willing to hang on to each other here in a clinch.
Yeah, and it's like I said, he should hit a clock now, right now, because this is, you know, this is not entertaining for the audience. At least it's not entertaining for me. It doesn't work. We've seen this. We've been in this position now like 6-7 times, and nothing happens.
We've been in this position ad nauseum with emphasis on the first part of that second word. And right now, this is something that I'm sure Yuji Shimada may even step in and bring them just to the center of the ring again, because while we're starting to see a little more activity out of Dos Caras Jr. and Nakamura, but the second round really has been waste pass.
It's a hang round. It's like exactly like you said, Moro. He should create distance and fully load up those knees, full power. When Nakamura's going to block him, then maybe you should have let him go and then go for strikes. And Nakamura can do the same thing.
Nice knee there by Nakamura, and he looks like the fresher of the two, in fact, as he's just been content to allow Dos Caras Jr. to attempt any offensive maneuver. Nakamura, again, just hanging out in the corner. And, whoa, you saw there a feigned attempt at that outside heel trip.
Yep, 30 seconds to go. Yeah, this is...
And Nakamura becoming frustrated. You can see him now trying to charge himself up here. Kick attempt, and it scores there by Dos Caras Jr. Nakamura really wants to show off his striking ability in this bout.
Yeah, they're waking up right now, it looks like. They hear the audience, and they think, okay, we have to move here. They got only like 10 seconds left. They really have to start working. Oh.
Round number 2 is in the books. I don't think it was a very good read, but Nakamura and Dos Caras Jr. will go to round number 3, and I'm sure the emphasis, both corners, will be more sustained action. And we are being told that Alexander Otska is still attempting to recover in the dressing room. We were told that the fight between he and Murillo Ninja Hua would continue after this bout, but I don't know if that's going to be the case.
I don't know either. It looked like very serious when he was carried away on the stretcher. Now let's see some action, quote, here.
Is that what you call this, action?
No, quote, I said, with the quote lines. There was a right into the solar plexus, and that's exactly the only action we've seen in this round. It was not a lot of action. Yeah, it was a little bit solar plexus and a little bit to the milt side, the side of the body, you know, that's the left side.
The onus really is on the fighters, boss. Here it is, the premier mixed martial arts organization in the world, Pride Fighting Championships, bringing together the best athletes, and the onus is on them to not only attempt to win the bout, but put on a show. And we did not see much of an entertaining show in that second round.
No, absolutely not. It's like you said, it's in the books, but it's not a good read. I hope that they wake up now, and they're gonna have their second wind, and then it's gonna be off.
So Dos Caras Jr., Kazuhiro Nakamura, they will attempt to pull out all the stops, I'm sure, in round number 3. Nakamura looking good with the striking. Dos Caras Jr., not really displaying any of his Greco-Roman wrestling background, has been successful with some of the kicks, but so far I would still say that this is Nakamura's bout to lose, boss.
Yes, you're absolutely right. It's very difficult, you know. It's what can you say, you know, in a fight like this? Yeah, the only thing we can hope for is that he's going to wake up in round number 3 and it's going to be.
They touch gloves, so show some sportsmanship there, and now let's turn it on.
Oh,
nice right hand
nice
connects by Nakamura.
Oh,
They
then
want
not
to
the
engage
left.
in a stand-up war here. Takedown.
That was a smart thing to do. Go take down and use that takedown to roll him over.
But again, it's along the ropes, unfortunately, for Nakamura. But he's reining in those left hands now. Missing. But there's
Look
now
at
he's
him going.
connected.
Look at him going now. You see now he's working.
Nice knee. He's doing a good job of mixing it up. Hands to feet is Kazuhiro Nakamura.
Nice knee there. He should try to go to the side mount. I think if they go a little bit closer to the ropes, the referee will put him and restart him in the center of the ring.
Okay, and it would be in his best interest for Dos Caras Jr. to get him into a full guard here,
Yep,
but
that's what he's
the
gonna do now.
referee is going to bring them back, as you said, boss, to a bigger piece of real estate.
Yes, the center of the ring, and you know what? It's good because you don't want to get choked with a rope. He had the rope at the back of his neck. Now, let's see.
Into the half guard again, Nakamura just needs to escape and go into the cross-side position or gain the full mount.
Dos Caras should close his guard. Look, he lets him escape. He's going to the side mount. That's where he's going right now.
And he is there, boss. The cross-side position and quickly goes to the knee attack, does Nakamura. We're into the final 4 minutes of this bout between Nakamura and Dos Caras Jr. at Pride Inferno.
Well, he's doing a good job by pushing his head down and then knee him. And of course, this is a perfect setup for him to go for an armbar because obviously that's his weapon. Watch this here.
Smothering Dos Caras with his weight.
gonna step
Nakamura
over.
now almost in a north-south position there, but Dos Caras Jr. just trying to explode, do something. He needs to sweep Nakamura, of course, but
he's got to watch
now
out
it's
for his left
north-south.
armbar now. Watch. Nakamura could jump over.
Yeah, back into the side mount here.
And now he can do it for real. He can go for an armbar on the left arm of Dos Caras. If he plays his card straight, elbows to the body. Hey, there we go. We were talking about it earlier.
Yes, we were, and you know, as a competitor decides his moves, boss, he needs to base all of the techniques that he wants to use on high percentages and use his primary throws and shots on the ground to set up the rest of his itinerary, if you will. And Nakamura doing a good job here of just maintaining control. Now he gains the full mount.
Armbar coming up. There he is, armbar. And now he's going to armbar him on his right arm. And if he has the time to cross his feet, that could be the end. Watch.
He's looking for the armbar, but Dos Caras is going to try to roll out. Now inverted armbar attempt there by Nakamura. And Dos Caras escapes.
Triangle choke.
And now into the triangle choke. I thought Dos Caras was going to pull out.
He's got to move fast because now Dos Caras can still pull out if he wants. He's got to go fast. He's got to switch his hip to the side, make sure that his right leg, his shin bone, is in the same line as the shoulders of Dos Caras, like he's doing right now, you see.
A smooth transition by Nakamura with that inverted armbar attempt into the triangle choke, but it looked like momentarily Dos Caras Jr. was going to be able to pull out an escape, but right now,
no,
into the final 2 minutes.
He could win the.
He opens the guard, and now
this is a big question mark for me why he did that. He could have had there, right there. He had the triangle.
Now he's content to just kind of like a can opener attempt here by Nakamura, just pulling down the head of Dos Caras Jr. back into the closed guard. There really isn't much power behind Dos Caras Jr.'s punches, and I guess it all comes down to how much energy he's already expended, the fatigue factor, if you will.
Yeah, and we got about like 1 minute left. They got to pull something here.
Now he's going to the body with those right hands, and he really does have to just crank it up here, does Dos Caras Jr. Otherwise, I do believe that Kazuhiro Nakamura is on his way to recording a win at Inferno.
Yep, I think so too. 1 minute. He's going to go out, skips his hips out. I think Nakamura will go for a submission attempt, probably. I don't know if it's a smart idea. because if you go for an armbar or something, you know, you might give up this position.
Yoshida was screaming out instructions to Nakamura.
There we
Here's
go,
Dos
there we
Caras
go.
Jr. Almost another attempt at a triangle. Dos Caras Jr. though here just has to let it all hang out, boss. I mean, there's no time to wait. He needs to start raining down those punches if that's what he wants to do. And right now with the low guard there, posture up, get out of the guard, start just kicking and punching. Otherwise, Nakamura doing the smart strategy here. He's just content to absorb and block the blows. And he thinks he's done enough.
And he goes again for an armbar, I think. Nah, there's nothing going to happen anymore. Oh, there, it looked like he was trying to pass the arms or go for a triangle, but it didn't work. Nothing. Yep.
And there's the bell, the end of the fight between Dos Caras Jr. and Kazuhiro Nakamura. A tremendous first round. The last 2 rounds not as eventful, but from where I'm sitting, boss, I do believe this man here, Nakamura, did enough to pull out the victory.
Yep, I think so too. He had the takedowns, although Dos Caras had the escapes. Dos Caras has something at his knee. He's going through his knee now. We can't see it. You guys at home can't see it, and girls, but we can. There's something going on with his right knee.
Let's take a look at the action.
Boom, that overhand right at the back of the neck. It looks like a Mike Tyson punch. Here he started off great. You see, he started off with the punching, the pushes the face down and the knees now. Start raining knees and punches. See, he did everything here. So he's probably going to take the win. And he's going for the armbar again.
For the armbar here. I think we can sum up this bout, boss, by saying that Dos Caras Jr. was unable to get off his mark, while Nakamura showcased some great striking, some awesome submission attempts, and in the end just was the better man on this evening.
Judge Kobayashi, Nakamura. Judge Mato, Nakamura. Judge Miyake, Nakamura.
Via unanimous decision, Kazuhiro Nakamura scores the Duke at Pride Fighting Championships Inferno.
Yep, he's not happy. There's not a smile on his face. He won, but he knows.
He wanted to.
Yeah, you heard the
medal.
audience. Nobody was cheering. I mean, there was no support whatsoever.
Well, they lost him after round 1 because they had him during the first round, an electrifying opening 10 minutes. But
Yep.
You're right, the second round was very static, and then the third round, not a lot of action as well. But in any event, Kazuhiro Nakamura, where do you see his 2004 year going? This guy definitely has a bright future in the Yoshida camp. What kind of plans do you think he has in store for 2004 as he's getting ready to address the crowd here at Osaka Castle Hall?
I don't know. You know, he should work on stamina more, you know, and he should be a great force. I mean, he's got great balance. He worked his hands. We saw a few punches connecting. He's throwing with power. They're haymakers, but hey, they have power behind them.
And for Dos Caras Jr., what do you suggest?
Exactly the same thing. I think these two were matched up real well, and that's why it was kind of a boring match.
They definitely say that styles make fights.
Yep.
And similar styles, well, sometimes there is that proverbial stalemate. Right now we're being told that Nakamura is apologizing to the fans. Not very impressed as well with what happened there, and he's promising better things next time. And definitely a star on the rise here in the land of the rising sun is Kazuhiro Nakamura, who picks up the win over Dos Caras Jr. at Pride FC's Inferno. Well, Boss Rune, we said during our opening that one should never discount the fighting spirit of the Japanese fighters. Alexander Otsuka has recovered from his groin injury, and thus we will resume the battle between Otsuka and Murillo Ninja Rua, which of course was stopped by that knee strike to the groin. That wasn't, of course, on purpose, but in any event, here we go, boss.
Yep, I don't think that Murillo is going to knee anymore here now. Oh, yeah, he does.
Well, there he just proved that.
Wow, look at
prediction
this
wrong.
Otsuka coming out.
Otsuka looking for the takedown on Ninja Rua, looking for dominant position there in the clinch as they jockey along the ropes.
Yeah, this should be a very exciting match. I don't see this match going the distance. I hope I'm right.
Well, let's hope it's a little more exciting than what we just saw between Dos Caras Jr. and Nakamura. Again, Nakamura apologizing to the fans, promising better things next time. And right now we have Ninja Hua with a takedown. Otsuka almost rolling over, and now Ninja.
He is rolling over. Can he get out or not? No, he can't. Wow.
Nice sweep there, takedown by Ninja Hua. Is he in the half guard there? Yes, he is.
Yeah, and he will start raining knees, punches, everything. He's got the full side mount now. Oh, this is not good. Look,
Ninja Hua is a physical fitness freak, a machine in that ring. Definitely the #2 man at the Shootbox Academy, would be #1, save for the Pride middleweight champion Vanderlei Silva, who of course will be in the main event of our next pay-per-view coming up on March 21st, Pride Bushido Volume 2.
Yep, this is a good thing. What he should do, he should strike.
Got the hooks in. He has the hooks in there with the back as he's gained Otsuka's back now, perhaps setting him up, but he's high. Looking for that rear naked choke, the mata-leon as they call it in Brazil.
Yeah, it's very difficult to get one because you have the gloves. It's pretty easy to defend. If you look to the side or to the right
and
or
he's
left,
really
you
not
push up your shoulder.
Yeah, he's too high here.
Yeah, but I mean, it's really easy to defend even if he goes underneath. So,
but not impossible.
Not impossible. We have to be very lucky.
Now then, the turtle position is Otsuka. Ninja Hua with the hooks in, riding his back, and reining in the lefts and rights.
Yeah, this, about 30 seconds more, I think the referee will also stand him up again. Ninja should hit underneath the armpits.
Yeah, you've said that on more than one occasion, and I think that's a very smart strategy. One that, there you go.
Yep, and that one you can really load up also, and it's like an uppercut.
From the top.
Yeah, this is not what the people want to see. He should open, let it go, and go to the side mount and go again, you know, even though Otsuka is going to be in all fours, but then just rain knees from the side. I would not stay in this position. It's just not what the people want to see, especially after the last match. No, the referee's going to do something. He has to do something because there's no action.
Ninja Hua coming off a victory over Akira Shoji at the Pride Shockwave 2003. Did it in a very electrifying fashion with a flying knee knockout, while Otsuka is coming off a win over Kenichi Yamamoto, a unanimous decision at Pride 25's body.
Whoa, coming up there, right with the right knee to the head. Look, now, he is like, she's on him.
Now the sprawl, Ninja Hua getting back to his feet, looking for the stomp now. Knee on the belly. Now a leg lock attempt perhaps by Otsuka, but Ninja Hua.
There's nothing there. Can get cross-face him, right knee him in the face now.
That's what he's doing, cross-facing him. Side mount position.
Somebody's bleeding already. It's Otsuka, I can see here.
Otsuka's being busted open in the nose area, the nose bleeding profusely here. That strike catching him, and Ninja Hua now perhaps smelling that blood and going on the offensive, just raining in those forearms to the back of Alexander Otsuka.
He's trying to escape here, the half guard. You watch, he's going to pull out. And once he's pulled out, that's big trouble there for Otsuka. You see, he's stamping it with his left foot. He's stamping so hard on the upper leg of Otsuka. Now he's got the side. And now he's got the full mount. Yes. Whoa, look at this.
Missing with that kick, though.
Nice sprawl here.
Good sprawl being employed by Ninja Hua, maintaining position, good balance from the Brazilian. Again, internal position is Otsuka. He's got the, may just attempt to pick him up here.
Very nice way.
Oh, that's him.
The way he worked his hips out, it was perfect. Look at this.
Oh, wait a minute. Going for a heel hook prep. No, he gets up right away.
Nothing there.
Fans momentarily surprised by the efforts of
side choke, and he's got it. He's got it on. He has the side choke on. If he can escape now, yes. If he plays his card straight now, he can finish it.
Spending all the energy is Morello Ninja Hua with this side choke and our vantage point.
He should grab his biceps. His left arm, or Murillo Ninja's left arm, should grab the biceps, or his right biceps. He's tapping.
He's tapping. The referee didn't see it. Now he does.
He's got him. Whoa. Very nice side choke there.
And the mission continues for Murillo Ninja Rua, who again rededicated to the sport, rededicated himself following those 2 losses to Arona and Randleman, and what a force he is proving to be as Ninja Rua records another victory at 5 minutes and 25 seconds of the opening round, a side choke victory over Alexander Otska.
Beautiful. It was very beautiful, perfectly set up. Like I said, it would have been a little bit more better if he would have grabbed his biceps more tight.
And a very graphic scene there as the side choke was being employed, but again, always a crack medical staff on hand here at Pride Fighting Championships and quickly attending to Alexander Otska. So while there may be concern for the health, we do have the very best on hand here, boss, and the fighter's health is always priority number 1.
That's it, and here we go. Look at this perfect setup. You see, he's setting it up already. He only has to now let that arm go. Knee, now he's going to go underneath, and now he's going to go underneath his head with the left arm out. They don't show it.
Showcasing his versatility is Murillo Ninja Rua as he submits Alexander Otska with the side choke. So Rua may definitely garner some attention and maybe a spot in Total Elimination 2004, which will begin April 25th. There is talk that the Pride office will allow it to be an open weight tournament. There you see Hujimar on his left, Nielsen, Castro on his right. They're very happy with his efforts here tonight.
Wow.
And how much more do you think that Alexander Otska have in his MMA career, boss? He's been a valiant warrior here in Japan. Unfortunately, though, it's suffered another setback here. His record, definitely nothing to write home about, but do you think he will get another chance at Pride Fighting Championships?
Hey, you never know. I think they owe him a chance, at least. I mean, he came back. He really didn't look good after that knee in the groin. It takes a lot out of you, but hey, Ninja just won the fight.
And we have to give Alexander Otska full marks for coming back and attempting to resume this battle. One, unfortunately, he does not secure the victory in there once again, and unfortunately, this is the second time tonight that we've seen Alexander Otska the worse for wear. And don't forget, coming up, we will have on March 21st, boss, the second volume of Pride Bushido. It'll be Team Vanderlei versus Team Japan, the feature bout, middleweight champion Vanderlei Silva against Japanese star Ikohiso, the Punk Manoa.
Yep, and the Rua brothers will be there. So this guy right here.
He will be in the corner of his brother, Mauricio Shogun, who will be a part of Team Vanderlei along with Janison Costa. And now, Alexander Otska shaking hands, Murillo Ninja Rua shaking hands, and the crowd here at the Osaka Castle Hall applauding both fighters. Again, a valiant effort for Otska, but unfortunately, one in which he goes down to defeat at the hands of the quickly rising superstar in Murillo Ninja Rua here at Pride Inferno.
Pride Fighting Championships, ladies and gentlemen. He's back in action. Mark Smashing Machine Kerr.
Yeah,
How are you doing?
I'm doing really good. I'm actually glad that I got my name back.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to say in Portuguese, Makina Debater. You know, I was called a specimen and this, that, and the other. And after the HBO special came out, I said, you know what? Let's stick with the original. The original works best. You know, I am the smashing machine. I am the originator of the ground and pound. Even though I've matured a little bit, you know, I can get out there and do a couple different things besides hold them down on the ground and beat them up.
So what happened in between you and the smashing machine?
Good question.
Good question, eh?
Good question. No, I just took some time off, you know, doing anything for so long, it became pretty burnout. You know, I forgot what I was doing it for, and, you know, really put a lot of effort and energy into getting HBO to purchase this, the Smashing Machine. And after they bought it, doing a lot of PR work, doing Cinevegas, doing Tribeca, and then doing promotions locally, and, you know, it just worked out really good. It actually diverted my mind away from it, and, you know, when Pride approached me and said, listen, this is a challenge match, this gives you an opportunity to get back into the heavyweight tournament, I said, you know what, I'm as ready as I'm going to be. I'm going to go ahead and take the chance and do it.
What is it that made you say, okay, bang, I want to go back in the fight game, Kerr is still here, ladies and gentlemen. What happened? What was the switch?
The switch. I still have a lot of unanswered questions. I don't know if I'm going to get it fall flat on my face. I don't know if I'm going to get in there and get KO. I really don't know. And I think at the end of the day, I have a lot of questions. When you sit up at night, you get that thing in your belly. I could have. I should have, maybe I should have. And that's the feeling I get. I'm working, doing a great job with what I'm doing, personal training and working in gym environment. But at the end of the day, when I go to sleep, there's still that unsettledness going.
The what if?
Yeah, exactly. Going, God, maybe if I would have did this, or maybe. And I don't want to be 45 years old, looking back and having no chance whatsoever of ever getting back in the ring. So I said, you know what? I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm as best trained as I possibly can be right now, because this was a short notice. This is the best I possibly can be, and I want to get out there and I want to fight.
Hey, boss, here at Pride FC Inferno, this is a bout that many people around the world, especially in the United States, have been looking forward to. The attempted comeback of Mark Kerr. Now, we know Mark Kerr starred in the Life and Times of Mark Kerr, that critically acclaimed HBO documentary, The Smashing Machine.
Oh, what's with the guy, the very handsome guy in it, his trainer?
The trainer? What are you talking about? Yeah.
The bald guy from Holland? Really cool.
Well, no, he is from Holland, and he is bald. Cool? The jury's still out on that one. But anyway, Buzzito, we got to talk about the fact that Kerr is attempting to make a comeback. We've seen him. He's undergone a metamorphosis physically. How do you think his mental and physical state is heading into this big test for him?
I think he's carrying a lot of weight on his shoulders right now. I mean, the stage, the whole world is watching him. He used to be like the number one. I mean, this guy is so strong. He can take everybody down. If his mindset is all right, if he's straight, everything's cool, he's going to take Yamamoto down. And if he's going to be the old Mark Kerr as we know him, then he's going to win this fight. But is he all right? Like you said, I mean, there's a lot of pressure involved. So I can't say anything about this fight because Yamamoto, he can take a beating. So I don't know if it goes longer into the fight, who's got the best stamina, who's going to end on top. I really can't tell.
Does Mark Kerr have a future here in Pride Fighting Championship? We're about to find out. Yoshihisa Yamamoto, who is coming off a loss to the crazy
Texas
horse from Texas, as you say, the crazy Texas horse, but the Texas crazy horse, Heath, defeating him at Pride Final Conflict 2003. Yamamoto will be the opponent of this man. The world awaits, and now the world will find out. Does Mark Kerr still have it? After a long layoff, he is back here at Pride Fighting Championships, wanting to silence his critics and prove that he still has what it takes to be a force here in Pride FC. Of course, he is more well known now, boss, with the critically acclaimed documentary, The Smashing Machine. He says when he watched it himself, it definitely was an epiphany. It changed his life for the better, and he feels that it helped MMA achieve a mainstream breakthrough. And he now is looking for his own personal breakthrough, and this is indeed the biggest step.
Yep, he's got to prove that he's still there. And looking at Yamamoto, I have to say that he looks, he lost like 15, 20 pounds in his last fight. So that means he's in a good shape. Look at him. Since last time when he fought Heath Herring.
Yes,
That's a big difference
Yamamoto,
right there.
of course, first came in the public eye by lasting nearly 20 minutes with Rickson Gracie at the Japan Open Vale Tudo 95 tournament. He lost via submission, but now he faces Mark Kerr, and here we go. The Smashing Machine returns to Pride FC here at Inferno.
Now, let's see what he's going to do. Filling each other off. Let's get the left.
Kerr says that Yamamoto is a good grappler. Yamamoto connecting with that left hand through the guard. Of course, Kerr, a pioneer of the ground and pound and a freestyle wrestling champion.
Yeah, Kerr's definitely going to go for the takedown. It's just a matter of seconds, I guess. There we go.
There's a nice shot by Kerr.
He's going to lift him up, watch this.
And the takedown by Kerr into the close guard of Yamamoto.
He's strong, but oh, this is not right. Look at this. Oh my God, what happened? What happened? What happened? Now, I with the takedown, I think
Did he knock himself out?
Yep.
We saw that in another organization, but
Okay, we have to see the
crowd
replay
is
of this.
stunned. We are stunned. Mark Kerr with the takedown, the double leg shot, the pickup brought Yamamoto down to the ground, but Mark Kerr is out.
Wow.
40 seconds into the first round.
No, I'm really waiting here for the replay because, and I know everybody home wants to see what really happened.
Officially at 40 seconds of this first round, Yoshihisa Yamamoto records the TKO victory over Mark Kerr. Yamamoto has earned a spot at Total Elimination 2004, but watch this. And yes, indeed, he knocked himself out on the takedown.
He fell on his own head. He fell on his own
It was
head.
almost like a DDT effect.
Yep.
And Kerr was gone, and my goodness, what a freaky,
Watch, this side
freaky
you will see it.
incident.
Watch, now you're going to see it, I think. Yeah, he plants his head
It's like a
straight into the
DDT
ground.
effect.
Oh.
And Mark Kerr, boy, this is not the way we anticipated his return to Pride Fighting Championships. A freaky incident here, and Mark Kerr knocks himself out with a double leg takedown on Yamamoto. And the question is now, where does Mark Kerr go from here, Boss Rutan?
I don't know, but you have to understand with the takedown, just an explanation with this. He's lifting up a 220, 235 pound guy, then with his own body weight and that weight, all that weight drops on the top of his head. That is what happened to him. So
You know, he's
it's
a
like
very
450 pounds weight together.
Likable fellow. One has to empathize with the personal adversity that he has faced. Man, oh man, you are definitely sympathetic towards one Mark Kerr after so much anticipation, after so much buzz. Mark Kerr's return to Pride Fighting Championships. Wow. Memorable, but for all the wrong reasons.
Yep. Yeah, he had the takedown, but hey, I've never seen this one before. I can imagine with like a German suplex or something. But whoa.
We saw in America a similar incident happen in the United States, but again, there's Mark Kerr. He seems to have recovered, which is a good sign for him personally, but professionally. Will this setback mean the end for Mark Kerr?
No, I don't think so, because the thing is, he knocked himself out. This is not really a win from Yamamoto.
You're right about that. Well, in any event, Yamamoto records the victory over Mark Kerr, stunning the crowd here in Osaka.
Obviously, Mark, disappointing to say the least. But what happened?
You know what? I shot in a double leg and picked him up in the air. When I picked him up in the air, I really wanted to drive his body down into the ground. Because basically, when you're in that position, you can stun an opponent. You pick him up, you stun him, and then you can change positions. I can actually come to a better advantage. And so when I picked him up, he locked on real tight with a guillotine. And when I picked him up and slammed him, it was my body weight, his body weight, straight onto my head. And it was a flash knockout.
So you were knocked out cold for how long?
Second, literally like a second.
And when you came to, did you know what had happened, or just you were like?
Oh,
well,
I kind of figured it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of figured it.
You don't seem too disappointed.
Well, it's a freak thing. You know, it's almost like if someone had parachuted out of the sky and hit me in the back of the head. I mean, it really feels like, just thinking about it for a second, maybe tomorrow I'll feel differently about it. But when something that freaky happens, you know, stuff like that does happen in the sport. There are factors in it. You know, he won because I executed a move where I knocked myself out using my own move.
And you feel fine now?
I feel great, yeah.
So the Pride Heavyweight Grand Prix is coming up.
Yeah.
Is the Smashing Machine going to continue on?
I don't know if they're gonna let me in. Or something like that.
What do you want to do? You want to fight again? Or is this it?
I tell you what, actually, this is what's great. We talked a little bit earlier about it, is that I love being in the environment, and I love the thrill. I like the anxiety. There isn't anything else out there that really does this for me. Sure, I'd love to, you know, make a run for the belt, you know, and I think that it would be, whether I won the belt or lost the belt, I think at the end of the day that I can actually hang up my wrestling shoes and say, okay, you know what? I gave it one final last push, did everything like I was supposed to do, and either won it or I didn't.
Because you don't want to end it with a freak knockout like that.
No. I'll end up fighting you in the parking lot if that's the end of my career.
Coming back, you know, the anxiety before the match, walking, you know, to the ring, getting in the ring. What was it like for you for the first time in a long time?
Overwhelming. And I tell you what, this is what's great about it is that I think towards the middle of my career, it was hard for me to embrace that anxiety because it was so overwhelming. And tonight was one of the first times that I really embraced it. You know, I really felt almost like I was Mick Jagger walking out on stage, and I had all these people cheering for me. I was going to give them a great performance tonight. They're all just going to go crazy. You know, that's where I tuned into tonight, instead of that fear of I got to impress these people and I got to do it for them. And it's not about that. It's about going out and entertaining and having a great time doing it.
So you're definitely not done.
No, I'm not done.
Well, Mr. Gan McGee, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great.
What is it like being here in the land of the rising sun? You're about to make your debut in Japan after putting together a very impressive record in the United States. Only 2 losses against 2 former UFC heavyweight champions in Josh Barnett and Tim Sylvia. Your thoughts on competing for the first time here in Japan?
Well, first of all, I love coming to Japan. I got off the plane, and I think this has been the best welcome I've ever had in any country I've ever been in. And I can't wait to fight. I can't wait to knock someone's teeth in.
And what can you tell us about your opponent? Of course, Heath Herring, a Pride veteran. In fact, he is definitely focused this year on getting back to the tournament, the Total Elimination 2004. And I guess your sights, again, are making a very big impact in your debut. What can you tell us about your opponent?
Every time I've seen a fight, he looks like a tough guy. Looks like he brings it, and he better bring it this time.
What are your goals for this fight? What do you hope to accomplish here in your debut?
I want to, go out and do what I always do. Try and finish a fight. Try and knock him out.
Yeah! He's back! The crazy Texas horse! Heath, what's up? Yeah! What's up, man? Oh, I'm doing good. Good to have you back, man. I mean, after that last fight against that giant, what did you think about it?
That was, I don't know.
No, it was too crazy for words, or not? I mean,
It's not a human anymore. It was like fighting some animal at the circus, right? It was crazy.
Gan McGee, what do you know about him?
He's big, but he's not that big. He just fought in the UFC for the title, and I guess he's got a little bit of wrestling experience, they say, and he's supposed to have some stand-up ability. But I don't know a whole lot about him other than that.
But he says no, he was ready to knock some teeth out.
Really? He had a good mouthpiece, so he'll have to hit pretty hard then for that. But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Next match, we have Heath Herring, the crazy Texas horse, against big Gan McGee. Now, Gan McGee is 6 inches taller than Heath Herring is. And 6 inches, and a lot of people say that is not a lot. No. But I'm here to tell you that 6 inches is the average size.
Wait, boss. Don't go there. Don't go there, boss. Don't go there.
I think you're absolutely right. Let's go to the fight. What do you think about this fight?
Well, I'll tell you that Gan McGee, of course, a UFC veteran, has only 2 losses, in fact, were to former UFC heavyweight champions Josh Barnett, Tim Sylvia, his last outing, making his debut here, wants to make an immediate impact against Heath Herring, both of them looking for an opportunity at Total Elimination 2004. Herring, of course, coming off a victory over another giant, Silva, so Herring is getting used to fighting bigger guys, even though, like you say, he's 6'4".
Yeah, he's 6'4", but they're the same weight. I really can't say who's going to win this fight. This, we really have to see, and watch out, and you will find out in a couple of minutes.
Bas Rutten making his Pride Fighting Championship debut is big Gan McGee of the United States. And of course, he will attempt to beat Heath Herring and earn himself a spot at Total Elimination 2004.
It's going to be a big test, that's what I'm saying here. Both are great fighters. Heath Herring is in a phenomenal shape. He had some big opponents lately, especially the last one that he had was like 7'2". Which he himself called a freak show to fight that guy. But now he's got big Gan McGee. He's taller than him, but the weight is about the same. So that should be not a problem.
Gan McGee, indeed, another physically imposing specimen. Heath Herring, a physical specimen in his own right. But Herring coming off the victory, as we said, to Giant Silva. He will now face Big Gan McGee. McGee, of course, having had experience in UFC, in fact, fought for the heavyweight title there against Tim Sylvia. Heath Herring, of course, he has rededicated himself with the Golden Glory team from Holland behind him. He definitely wants to become, again, the #1 contender for the Pride Heavyweight Championship. And the route that he wants to take, of course, is through total elimination, 2004, April 25th. Texas Crazy Horse Heath Herring, he of the wonderfully styled hair, will be facing Big Gan McGee here in another survival match for Total Elimination 2004. McGee being introduced. It'll be a battle of compatriots, of course, both from the United States. Herring, of course, has been living in Holland, working with the famed Golden Glory team and the legendary Cor Hammers, who, of course, was the trainer of Mr. El Guapo Das Rutten.
You're absolutely right. I was talking about the height difference and the weight, that it was not that big of a weight difference, but it is actually. I see it, it's like more than 40 pounds as a weight difference between Heath and Big Gan McGee. And when I say big, you know who the biggest one is.
Of course, usually Herring is the big one at 6'4", about 250 pounds, but he will be indeed relatively dwarfed here by Big Gan McGee. McGee wanting to use his reach advantage against the Texas Crazy Horse. He wrestled at the University of Iowa, which has a powerhouse wrestling squad coached by the legendary Dan Gable, who was a great motivator and communicator. And Herring again will be allowed the 4-point attack, even though the weight difference is 15 kilograms or more.
Nice left there. Right away going to the
we have a weight difference of over 15 kilos in this bout.
Oh, yes.
Right away to the clinch, boss. Underhook in there by McGee. Nice right hand by Herring gets McGee's attention.
And he got a nice left hook. He stunned him with that. A nice right low kick.
And mixing it up early is Heath Herring. Upstairs, downstairs.
Oh, and again that low kick. He's working the legs again.
But McGee seems relaxed. He's wanted to fight here in Japan for a long time, as Gan McGee missing with the high roundhouse and Herring almost countering. Backing up is McGee.
He's got to keep his eyes open. Don't look to the ground. There, nice hook. Right swinger, just missed. Can should throw. Oh, that was good there. He should throw his left more to try to keep Heath away from him.
Both of them in the orthodox stance. A nice right hand underneath catches Herring. McGee now scoring as they continue just feeling each other out here in the early going of this survival match at Pride Fighting Championships Inferno.
Yo, and
another right hook.
Oh.
In his corner, McGee's corner, imploring him to keep his hand up, and his guard definitely low.
Yeah, he's got a really good high kick too, and even though Big Gan is 6 inches taller, he can actually hit him with that right high kick. You watch.
McGee, of course, wanting to gauge the distance, maybe wanting to go to the jab, setting up a takedown. After all, he is a wrestler. But right now, it's all Heath Herring taking it to Gan McGee with those spurts of strikes. Now another inside leg kick delivered by Herring.
Yeah, again, there with his hand there on his hips, he can jab whatever he wants. It's never going to be a knockout kick, punch.
That's a nice knee by McGee.
That was
and
good.
He has Herring on the ropes. Ooh. Now into a tie clinch goes McGee and delivers some knees and a left hook by McGee. A nice sequence there by Gan McGee.
Very good. He should try more to use the left jab, or the jab, make it a strong punch, make it actually a left straight instead of a jab.
Wanting to explore the power punch there.
And McGee, go from there.
McGee doesn't look nervous whatsoever, making his debut here at Pride Fighting Championships. Heath Herring, of course, the veteran. Goes inside one more time, and McGee just backs up.
He should throw right low kick more, Heath. And again, Gan should throw the left more, but not from the position that he holds his hand in now.
Well, with a 6-inch disadvantage, Herring would be well advised to get on the inside, close the gap, but there you see McGee keeping him at bay with a kick. Herring scores there, downstairs with the inside low leg kick.
Hands up, chin down.
Straight ahead goes Herring. Now we're into the underhooks. McGee almost attempting there a knee with a tie clinch, and it ended up being a front kick that missed.
Ooh, both
had the same idea there.
Shins. That's going to hurt later on after the fight.
So very tentative start here to this survival match between Americans Heath Herring and Gan McGee, making his debut here at Inferno. Scores inside does McGee. Again, Herring employing the strategy boss, just putting his head down, and like the bull, just going straight ahead when he does elect to attack.
Yeah, he shouldn't do that. He should keep his eyes on his opponent.
Because you're right, that could easily invite a knee right up the gut and on the chin.
Yeah, plus you don't see what your opponent's going to throw. I mean, if you look at the ground, at his feet,
that's why I mentioned the inviting a disaster with that kind of strategy.
Yep, here you saw a little piece of sportsmanship. He kicked a little bit too high, Heath. Almost in the groin, but they touched gloves. That's what he should do more.
Delivered by Herring. And again, over a period of time, they will begin to add up with the taller fighter taking away all of his power. That's where the power is derived from, is in the legs. And he attacks his lead leg, does Herring. And there is again another attack there. This one blocked by Gan McGee.
Yeah, Gan should throw more double punch. That was a good left there from Heath. Gan should throw more double punches. Same as Heath. They have to do.
Yeah, they're single shooting right now. They're not doubling up.
Doubling up to make triple shots. You see, punch kick. That's a good thing to do. He should do the same thing.
We're halfway through round number 1. And right now it remains a stand-up battle, although not a lot of action. They are intermittently attacking each other, Gan McGee and Heath Herring. Probably fans here, as their corners probably as well, would like them to show maybe a little more tenacity, boss.
Yeah, everybody wanted to see it, of course, but you know, with the heavyweight, is one shot is going to be on the button.
There's a nice knee and a kick by Gan McGee. Now has him in the guillotine position, standing up, and easy escape for Herring.
Herring, when he backed off, he had his hands up, so that means he's perfectly in shape. He knows exactly what he's doing. Gan is loading off with that left hook. All right,
there's
straight left
another
hook.
nice
Wow.
combination by McGee, the right and the left, and now finishing with a triple there, left, right, and a kick.
Yep, he's doing really good at that.
Oh, single leg takedown by Heath Herring, and for the first time in this bout, we're going to the guard. Half butterfly guard.
He's going to go right to the half guard.
And now there's a closed half guard by McGee.
Oh, he's going to get out. Watch out for the leg lock here. You have to watch out.
Achilles lock perhaps. Attempt, but no. Heath Herring doing a good job. May actually.
He may lose this position now. Yep.
Yes, he does.
Side mount, not good.
Delivered by McGee.
This is not good.
Now north-south position. Will he rein in the knees?
Oh.
Yes, he does.
He should get out now. He should turn on his body, sit up on his knees. This is exactly what he's doing, and get out.
McGee giving him.
Oh, he's going to soccer kick him.
There's a soccer kick, and back to the feet they go.
Wow.
So nice. Sequence of moves there on the ground, and Gan McGee and Heath Herring back on their feet. Nice combination, body and then upstairs by McGee.
Yeah, that's exactly what he should do. It's exactly what Heath should do too. You know, going through single shots, single kicks or things. No, follow it up.
Another low kick by Herring. No damage whatsoever to Gan McGee. McGee with the reach advantage, of course, and he is gauging that distance right now with that right jab. Herring there
right
with an overhand right.
The right straight left hook really favors McGee here. He should maybe go to the body with the right straight and the left hook to the head. That low kick hurt, but it's dangerous to set it up without.
Nice sprawl by McGee, a kind of a weak shot there by Herring. Now he gets his back. Herring looking for the switch.
He's going there for a reverse figure four. Need this.
Looking for the inverted Kimura is Herring, and McGee right now just tapping him with those right hands to the body.
He should start throwing knees.
Not a lot of power behind those shots, but again, staying busy is McGee as Herring, indeed from the turtle position there, looking for what you mentioned, boss, the inverted Kimura.
He's going to pull it out. No, it's not working.
McGee's corner telling him that he needs to improve his position, and he would be wise to get the full back of Heath Herring. Pull that arm out.
Yeah, the referee's going to put him on their feet, I think, in about 30 seconds. Nothing happens.
McGee really doing little in terms of trying to get the... Now he's working at releasing his
throw
arm.
Right knees now. He can throw the right knees to the upper thigh of Heath.
Herring busy working on that left arm from underneath, while McGee, you're right, he should try the knee attack, and there was a left. We're into the final minute of the opening round. He has his back now, does McGee. There's a series of rights to the face. Hammer fist dropped by McGee.
Yeah, Heath is still looking for the Kimura there, the reverse figure four, I call it.
Looks like Herring has got a laceration on his face as well.
Yep.
Just on the bridge of the nose, perhaps. Can't really tell from here where the... Well, maybe even under his eye. Yeah, it looks like his eye. Around his eye area, boss.
Yep, I think so too. I will check it. It's 30 seconds. He's got it loose now.
Herring, the fans responding as they
should fall
await
back
a submission
and he should lock the legs up now. The legs of Gan McGee, if he's going to pull it out, he's going to lock him up. Otherwise, yes, he's doing it right now.
Will he have enough time, however?
Now he should explode it out. He should explode it out as hard as he can. Use all the power. Oh!
And you see Herring's reaction. A little frustrated. Didn't have the opportunity to secure that reverse Kimura.
No.
And the end of round number one, as Herring now will be tended to. There you see Cor Hemmers with the towel and the...
There we go.
But we do know that Herring, I believe, wears contact lenses, does he not, when he fights, boss?
No, what Cor Hemmers is doing right now, he's closing the gap here with the glue. But I don't know about the contacts.
No, I thought in one fight that I watched that he had trouble with contact lens, I thought. But right now they're just working on the cut below the right eye of Herring.
Let's see there here, the right hook. Didn't really connect, but he had a few real good. Oh, that left was really good. And that right low kick, you know, you should keep doing this. But again, they're going to show some combinations of Gan too, I'm sure. Through that right straight left hook, really good. You see, he's looking down while he's punching. You can't do that to obstruct your opponent so that he looks down and thinks you're going to hit low and then you hit high, but
it invites all kinds of counterattacks from your opponent, and Herring now being repaired in the corner, and we'll see what happens in round number two. Gan McGee, meanwhile, definitely very relaxed in round number one, picking his spots, delivering some scoring combinations. But again, they need to pick up the intensity here.
Yep, for sure. Although I thought it was a good round,
but definitely I think the fans here in Japan and at home want to see a lot more, especially out of these two from the United States. They know what they're capable of, and they're hoping for a throwdown here in round number two.
Okay, now I think he looks like to be in a better shape, but you can never tell.
And of course, McGee will try to exploit that cut below the right eye of Herring. Try to capitalize on that. And even though it's below the eye, boss, if it swells up, it could cause a problem. It's not above the eye where the blood will flow into the eye, but it's still in a very precarious position there for Herring, so he'll try to avoid any contact there. There we have the body lock attempt by McGee.
Yeah, he should try to get his right hand underhooked here under the armpit, under the left armpit of Gan, because this is not a good position for Heath. Because if Gan is going to lock his hands up, okay.
McGee smiles there at that right hand by Herring. Usually that means it hurt. I don't know if it did in that instant.
No, there was nothing there, I think.
Another block there by McGee on the inside leg kick attempted by Herring.
Yeah, that's what I always say.
Overhand right. And that knocks out the mouthpiece of McGee. McGee says, okay, let's go. Bring it on.
Wow.
That was a wild overhand right, knocking the mouthpiece from McGee's mouth, but it didn't look like it did much damage, though. More of a visual than any real damage done there.
Yeah, I think there was nothing. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been so fast in picking it up and put it back in. He should work, definitely go to the body. He should. Those low kicks are hurting, you see? He's already lumping his leg. It looks to me like they're hurting, so he should continue doing this.
Kick attempt there by McGee. McGee just really kind of standing there long, but Herring doing all kinds of feinting and really just staying active at a bit of a frenetic stance there by Herring, which again expends energy as well.
Yep, and Heath is still doing the same. Every time he throws punches, he looks down. He should look at his opponent, you know, and make a 3-shot.
And yeah, exactly. Only able to really deliver the single shots is the Texas Crazy Horse. McGee with that reach advantage with the left. Doing a good job of keeping Herring at bay, and Nakamura there now into a front face lock looking for the guillotine, but it has the arm trap there as well, boss.
Yep, and here we go, knees to the body, to the leg, which was a really smart thing to do, and you saw that McGee pushed him away. That could be, I say, the sign that he feels the low kicks.
Every time Herring now goes for a kick, it's met directly by the counterattack upstairs by McGee.
Perfect. He's getting out of the corner, and McGee's corner was shouting, don't let him get out of the corner.
I want him to cut off the ring, of course,
yep.
Having the height advantage and keep Herring corralled, if you will. Keep that Crazy Horse in McGee's pen.
2 minutes left, right straight. He should throw that more.
It's been a battle, really, of single shots.
Yep.
Not a lot of them scoring. Again, very tentative, Herring and McGee. There's a high roundhouse blocked by Herring. There's a right hand that scores by Herring.
Should follow it up with the right low kick. They both really should turn it up a notch now.
Both of them accomplished wrestlers, although they have maintained a stand-up battle here at Inferno. McGee's corner telling him he has to get off first. He's been effective with the counterattack, though, throughout this bout.
He's doing good, you know. He's got the right straight left hook and left hook right straight, and it's working good, you know. He should attack more and keep looking.
Herring, meanwhile, his MO is to take away that lead leg where all the power is derived from. If he can take away the lead leg, boss, it'll be easier to chop down the Sequoia known as McGee, and perhaps Herring will be able to capitalize. Now along the ropes, however, full body lock there by McGee, and he puts him in the corner, and maybe we'll go to the knee attack once again.
You're going, watch.
Yeah, a break again, thank God for that.
Into the final 30 seconds of round number 2. Herring and McGee in a battle of single shots here. We'll have to see if anyone wants to turn it up and finish the round in a flurry.
He should keep going now.
Now Herring becoming a little more aggressive into the clinch, underhooks, and there is the end of round number 2. Herring, a little more activity there in the final 15 seconds, but really not able to accomplish a lot, boss.
No, absolutely not. He looks down every time he punches. I mentioned it like now 40 times, so the people know at home. I'm sorry, but you know, you should keep going. Make a left, right, straight, give him deliver shot or something, make a 3 combination and finish off with a kick.
And while McGee has been effective with the counterattack, I think his corner, as we heard, wants him to get off first, you know, like initiate some offense. And that's what he's going to have to do in round number 3 if he wants to secure the victory here, I believe.
Yeah, and
there
you're
is a
right.
contact. There it is.
You're
Thank you.
absolutely right. Now, let's see, low kick. See, those low kicks are good.
And that can be dangerous, actually, fighting with contact lenses like that. I mean,
I always fought with them.
Really, and they never like
I lost a
fall
lot
out
of
or
them.
cut or.
Many,
You know
no,
what
they
I
can't
mean?
cut. They can't
no,
cut.
but when they fall out and
Yeah, I know. It's the worst because
when you
sometimes
can't
when
see
they
and
fall
get
out.
tagged.
No, then you've got your vision gets all screwed up
That's
because
right.
one eye sees and the other
That's
side
right, and
doesn't.
we've seen this before with Heath Herring.
He picks up his mouthpiece.
That was the moment of levity for the fans here at Inferno as they, that was a great shot. Oh, that eye is starting to swell. That's what we had talked about as well, boss. It wasn't over the eye, but where it is, it's going to swell, and it's almost swollen shut right now, which is going to cause all kind of problems for Heath Herring in round number 3. It'll be interesting to see if Gan McGee can capitalize and put Herring out here at Inferno.
Yep.
That right eye is almost swollen shut.
Yep.
Now, sorry, boss, time for round number 3, and we'll hope to see a lot more activity, but for Heath Herring, he is going to be even more at a disadvantage now, not only with the height, but fighting really with just one eye.
Watch this. He's going to turn it up a notch. I know him. He always does. He did those last 2 fights, last round.
There's Herring. He knows he's the wounded animal and taking it to McGee right off the bat. With those overhand rights, the left jab followed by the overhand right now.
He's got to pull himself. He's got to go for side choke. It almost looked a standing side choke. Push him away now. Push him away. Pull your arm out. That's it. That's what he should do. And attack again.
You know, a wounded animal is the most dangerous kind, and now Heath Herring definitely turning it up.
Oh,
and
again,
McGee with that
he's
left.
out. And again,
And
now
now
he's
it's
attacking.
Herring straight ahead. McGee turning his head.
Go for the body. He should go for the body. One
With the
body
left.
shot. One left to the body.
Now to the body.
That's
Those
what he does.
wild lefts and rights by Herring, a percentage of them connecting enough to gain the attention of McGee. McGee does a good job with that left hook, though, to back Herring up, and out of the corner goes Gan McGee.
He should have gone to the body. With somebody who turns away, hit him to the solar plexus. Left hooks, bang. Take the air out of him. He's tired.
Leg kick, I was just going to say, expending all kinds of energy was Herring during that flurry, and now McGee looking to capitalize along the ropes. Full body lock there by Herring.
He should get out. Herring should pull himself out and do the same thing over and over again.
And McGee, on the other hand, has to get busy when in the body lock and the clinch. Has to start delivering those knees.
Oh, that was a good there.
See, look right here, boss. What's he waiting for?
I know. I don't know. He should throw the knees, but you know, fatigue.
Well, the busier of the two fighters has been Herring, of course, Gan McGee.
Look at
the
that.
big man.
He should keep going. He just should keep going.
High kick there delivered by Herring. Doesn't really score. Now McGee seems to be employing the simple strategy of a left and a right going inside, but McGee not doing enough to capitalize on his advantages in this bout, boss. The height advantages and the injury incurred to the right eye of Crazy Horse Heath Herring.
Yeah, he should go to the body more. Heath Herring with right straights and left straights to the body. Then bring the hand down, then go up to the head, to the top.
McGee is just content to clinch, drawing the ire of his own corner. They want him to get busier now. And Herring doing a good job of, there's a right coming out of the clinch.
You see, he should keep doing this. He's got about 3 minutes left, I guess. Keep looking. He doesn't look if he comes in.
You can maybe hear the corner yelling at McGee to throw punches again. Now it's Herring again with the underhook. McGee looking for the body lock, but now again they just face each other. It's been all stand-up here. Herring
should throw right low kick here. If he turns away to the right, you should throw right low kick.
You know, the strategy should be fight to win, not fight to survive. And right now, I don't know.
Ooh, that was a good body shot. The knee missed, the body shot was a hit.
But it appears to me that McGee, well, now he's trying to turn it up there. Left and right, now he's showing some aggression. Yeah, exactly. The corner saying, work, don't sit there. And really, Gan McGee not taking advantage of the tools that God gave him. And now he begins to land with the rights, and Heath Herring feels the impact of those shots. Now Herring with the right of his own. Now in a tie clinch, McGee, Herring is able to slip out of it. This is what that wild right does, McGee, back into close quarters. There's Herring with a right hand, and again, it's up to Herring to get inside and go to work. Now a right, and man, Heath Herring, his face looks like a mess, but boy, is this guy a warrior.
Okay, we got 1 minute left in the fight. Who's going to finish?
And I do believe we are in for a thrilling finish. The crowd here at Osaka Castle Hall encouraging both fighters. Herring now with the left, the right. Herring has McGee rocked. Right and left up to the chin, but McGee has a very strong chin, able to take those shots. We are seeing a throwdown here in the final half minute of this bout at Inferno.
Wow! What a finish, 30 seconds. Who can finish this in the 30 seconds? Last 30 seconds. Come on, guys.
Herring and McGee running on fumes. Herring showing that never say die attitude. McGee now hanging on with the clinch. Will he come in with a knee? No. Herring backs up.
This is almost like a Rocky movie.
It is a battle, no doubt. Lefts again and rights inside into the tie clinch, but that is not where McGee wants to be. He has to start reining in those knees, and the bout is over. And a great last minute and a half of that third round. Boss, I think the Texas Crazy Horse Heath Herring, even though he looks worse for wear, did enough to win this bout.
I think so too.
Gan McGee looked okay in the opening round. Let's go back to some of this action, boss.
Wow, that was the right hook. Started off, you see, and now when he turns away, just give a left hook to the body. Left hook to the body. Full power. Give him right low kicks, right knees to the body. To the legs.
You know, McGee absorbed all the punishment.
Oh, that one hurt, right hook.
And there you see some of his offense.
Yeah.
But it just seemed like his corner was saying, he would not capitalize on the opportunities given him. While Herring, knowing he's the wounded animal, knowing that he's in danger, kept doing this.
Yeah, but that left hook was a hard, left uppercut hook, I call it. That had impact, and it didn't flinch. Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how this bout is adjudicated. Let's await the official decision from the judges.
Judge Miyake, gun.
Wow.
Judge Kobayashi, Heath. Judge Adachi, Heath.
Wow, via split decision.
Whoa.
Popular choice here at the crowd, but man, it was a tough battle. There you see the sportsmanship, the fighters embracing each other. Gan McGee definitely deserves another opportunity here at Pride, no doubt about that, but I think Heath Herring did enough, and he gets a split decision here at Inferno over the big man from the U.S.
Wow, what a fight. It's certainly the finish was the best. And you know, it's unbelievable. What corner is this? The red corner. Everybody today in the red corner won. Isn't that crazy?
And you know, red, of course, associated with heat and hot. It is Inferno, so maybe that's a fitting metaphor there. The red corner has recorded victory in every bout here today. This one, a tough battle for Heath Herring, but the Texas Crazy Horse is on his way to total elimination 2004 and a shot at heavyweight glory.
And if this keeps going, we have Mirko Cro Cop coming in here in the red corner. After this, look at this onslaught here. Look at this.
They weren't very clean punches, boss, but some of them were doing damage. And now Heath Herring is addressing the crowd.
It's been 4 years since I've been in Osaka. And the last time I hear I won. And I want to tell you all you guys, it's worth it to me to hear your applause every time I come out. Doesn't matter if I win or lose, as long as you guys are happy. That's the important thing.
で本当にこの地に来れて戦うことができて大変嬉しく思っております。初めて来てから4年間経ちました。そして大阪で負けても勝ってもまた戦いたいと思います。
And I'm absolutely thrilled to be in the Grand Prix. I cannot wait.
そしてグランプリに参加する資格を受けて本当にワクワクしています。もう待ちきれません。
I look forward to fighting Fedor, Mirko, and Nogueira again. I want to show y'all that I'm the best, but I need your support.
Well, there you see Heath Herring definitely jacked up about his victory here tonight, and of course the opportunity. And the crowd serenades him with the cheers here. Definitely a fan favorite is the Texas Crazy Horse Heath Herring. He wants to do damage at Total Elimination 2004, and some of them even giving him a standing ovation here tonight, boss.
Yep. Hey, listen, the last round was totally Heath. Cat had a few good comebacks though, but I think he pulled it up. I mean, was a lot of weight difference here.
A very
20 kilos. I mean, it's like 45, 50 pounds.
He had a lot of disadvantages there. The weight, the height, and again, fighting that last round with one eye, really.
Yep.
The big Texan, Heath Herring, the Texas Crazy Horse, salutes the crowd, shaking their hands, making his way to the back, and making his way to Total Elimination 2004, which will begin April 25th. Promises to be a tournament to remember here at Pride Fighting Championships. We are all waiting with bated breath. It is time for the main event here at Pride FC Inferno, boss, and Mirko Cro Cop has something to prove. A little overconfident, perhaps, in his last outing at Final Conflict against Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira in the interim heavyweight championship fight. Mirko Cro Cop, already a very intense individual. That loss, I think, has made him even more intense, and he has something to prove, and tonight he takes on Ron H2O Waterman. Waterman, his second appearance here, coming off a victory of Pride 24 against Valentine Overeem. Again, how do you match these two up? Cro Cop, lightning quick, Waterman, one of the biggest and most agile fighters we've seen.
Yes, Ron Waterman's nickname is the H2O man, but I promise you, you do not want to call him the Water Boy.
No. I think Adam Sandler has that cornered already.
Yeah, because I think if you do that to him, this is the kind of person who will lift you up above your head and he will slam you down. So this, again, is a classic setup. We have the wrestler and we have the striker. Of course, we have Crocop with the left kick, with those kicks. And they're really fast. They come out of nothing, like, they're there, right there, boom. So if you don't keep your hands up, you are going down, my friend. So, what do we know? His last match, he got overconfident against Nogueira, Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira. He got overconfident. Nogueira could not take him down. Ron Waterman, on the other hand, is a really good wrestler. He's got a better takedown than Nogueira has. Once he got a hold, once he's going to get a hold of Mirko Cro Cop, that could be big trouble for Mirko Cro Cop.
You know, Mirko Cro Cop's one goal for the year 2004 is to win the Pride FC Heavyweight Championship. In order to do that, he has to get through Ron H2 Waterman. It's the main event. An opportunity at Total Elimination 2004 is up for grabs. Boss, a sold-out crowd at Osaka Castle Hall giving Mirko Cro Cop the biggest ovation of the night. Only one loss blemishes his record. It came at Pride Final Conflict. An arm lock submission at the hands of Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira for the interim Pride Heavyweight Championship. But Mirko Cro Cop says he has refocused, recharged, and now has his sights set on beating Ron H2O Waterman here. And of course, going on to Total Elimination 2004.
Well, you said it all, my friend. You said it all. This is, and I say it every time Mirko fights, I have this weird feeling because something really bad can happen, you know. But now he's fighting Ron Waterman, and by the looks of him, he's strong. And I trained with him also, and he just picked me up and threw me down. It's going to be a wild fight.
Waterman, an all-American wrestler, is believed to be one of the most physically gifted heavyweights in the world today. And again, because of the 15-kilogram weight advantage for Waterman, Mirko Cro Cop will be allowed 4-point attacks. So, one of the biggest guys that Cro Cop has faced, of course, he was in there with the likes of Bob Sapp as well. But here we go. The main event of Pride FC's Inferno is underway.
Left kick to the body, you watch. Waterman's hands are high up.
Of course, Crocop known for his trademark left. And there is Waterman showing some power as he bowls Crocop to the ropes. Crocop trying to take down is secured by Waterman and into the full guard of Crocop. And again, an unfamiliar place for Mirko as Waterman attempts a can opener. Has Crocop done a lot of submission work since his loss to Nakamura? You would think that he has.
No, he did it already before. He just made a mistake. You know, he was overconfident. I tell you, he did it before. He knows his submissions. And of course
he does know his submissions, but has he continued to work on it, knowing what's possible, especially against a wrestler like Waterman?
Yeah, but what do you think? If you lose with an armbar, you think, oh, let's learn a little bit more submissions. That's what I would do.
Of course.
But Waterman is very strong. Mirko's got an open guard. Waterman should go to the side mount, like I always say, and can do more damage there. He's just very, very strong.
Of course, Waterman has been working on a lot of timing work on his feet in preparation for this bout, but as always, also focuses on his bread and butter, the ground game, and that's where he is right now in the closed guard of Mirko Cro Cop, dropping a hammer fist, make it 2.
They're going to move to the center of the ring. Yeah, he's trying to can open all the time. The can opener cannot really, you know, if you skip your hips out, it's not a submission at all. You can actually attack your opponent with an armbar right away there. So
and you're right, he's attempting it again. Crocop from the bottom, trying to keep him. Of course, Waterman, a very powerful individual, very strong. And again, with the weight advantage now, you can see Mirko bucking his hips there. Spreading out is Waterman. Now it's the open guard.
He's trying to pass it. He's got 1 foot on his hip, on Waterman's hip here. 2 feet now on the hips. And he can play the open guard game easy, you know. Just make sure that he doesn't get the side mount because that is trouble. But, whoa. Nice, you see, no, he worked definitely on his ground game.
2 minutes gone in the opening round. Waterman has Crocop on his back here in the closed guard now, but really not in much danger at this point as Waterman now is going to attempt some strikes. He's going with the crossface as well. Some right hands.
You see what he's doing constantly. He's leaning catch side. He's going there for a side choke. Did you see that, Mirko? Ron is constantly leaning on Mirko's throat. He's just annoying him non-stop. Mirko now has got the half butterfly guard. But Ron has so much weight advantage that I don't know if he can turn him. And he's such a good wrestler, so he's got a real good base.
This is obviously not where Mirko Cro Cop wanted to be early on in this round, but Waterman, thus far, not being able to really take advantage of the situation he's presented with.
No. He really should pass the... Yeah, see? He's looking
There's
for
some
it now.
left hands from the bottom delivered by Crocop. Now, Waterman beginning to posture a bit. Open guard of Crocop. And you hear his manager, Phyllis Lee, is in the corner, screaming to keep your weight on him, Ron. That's really his biggest advantage heading into this main event. But Crocop doing a good job of defending from the bottom as well.
Defending and his
striking.
The striking attacks are pretty solid, I have to say. He should rain down right straights, Ron, right here. Right or left straights. I'll go to the body. Hook to the body, right straight to the head. Right hook to the body, right straight to the head.
He should really be using a size advantage, as you said, boss, even though Mirko has the hook in to try to pass this guard. Perhaps in a side control where he can use those big tree trunk legs of his.
Yeah,
try to attack the body, but Mirko doing a really good job of maintaining him in now what is the closed guard.
Yep. Now he should open his guard and kick him away. Kick him away, boy. Look there, that's why he should.
There's a good escape there by Crocop. And he's back on his feet. So Waterman unable, there's that trademark left roundhouse, and now he strikes Waterman, brings him down in the turtle position, soccer kick to the head. Waterman not really defending, well there he trips Crocop momentarily, but he's back in the turtle position, soccer kick to the head, and it's over, just like that.
Wow. Yeah, once Crocop got the stand up, you saw that Waterman was tired, fatigue stepped in.
You never know what's going to happen when the Croatian sensation Mirko Cro Cop is in the ring at 4 minutes and 37 seconds of the opening round. After escaping the ground game of a Ron H2O Waterman, Cro Cop in short order ends this fight.
Yeah, the reversal was, yeah, definitely. You were asking, do you think he worked on his ground game, and he reversed him. He reversed one Waterman.
Well, I know he worked on his ground game, but it's just more of a focus taking on a wrestler the stature of Ron H2O Waterman. And for a few minutes there, I guess, surprising him with the takedown. Cro Cop never really in any danger. With the reversal, went to work, utilizing his trademark kicks and ending our main event here in Inferno in electrifying fashion.
Wow, he's back. That's the only thing I can say.
So now Mirko Cro Cop prepares for Total Elimination 2004. We talked with him, boss. Of course, he has his sights set on a rematch with Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, the interim Pride Heavyweight Champion, and also a bout with Fedor Emelianenko, who, of course, is the Pride Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, that's going to be so wild. Let's take a look at the replay here. Look, he's pushing underneath his jaw, trying to push him away. But Ron is still going to get the takedown here. Let's see what happens now. Comes in with the high kick. Ooh, it touched him. It touched him. We didn't see that before, but I think it grazed him already. They're going to show it for sure one more time.
A last valiant attempt there by Waterman with a single leg takedown, but that was too much. And Cro Cop finishes it with a soccer kick to the head. Here you go, boss.
Yeah, here we go. That's the, yeah. Oh, man, once he went down. Yep, no, totally in control. He's back in the house. And this last one, oh my God.
So Mirko Cro Cop takes care of Ron H2O Waterman. Now, we talked about what he has his sights set on, Boss Rutan. We also need to talk about the three other fighters which will be going on thanks to their victories here at Inferno. They will be a part of Total Elimination 2004, which will begin on pay-per-view April 25th.
Yep.
What about Yoshihisa Yamamoto? A surprising freak victory over the returning Mark Kerr, knocking himself out with that double leg takedown.
Yeah, I've never seen something like that before. And like I told you, it was two people, body weights, 400-500 pounds together, dropping on your head. Let's see what Mirko has to
is
say.
addressing the crowd here following his main event victory over Waterman.
I hope you enjoy this fight, because I wanted to fight with Mr. Waterman as the strongest opponent I was offered. And I must admire him. He's one of the strongest fighter I ever fought. He's really strong. And this is going to be my ticket for participating K1 Pride Grand Prix final. Sorry.
One of the few people who can get away with a slip-up like that is Mirko Cro Cop, the Croatian sensation. And Mirko very gracious in victory as well there, Boss Rutan, as he commended Ron Waterman for his valiant efforts, saying that Waterman is one of the strongest fighters he has ever faced, giving him a good early test there with the takedown and the ground game, but Cro Cop secures victory in stunning and electrifying fashion, as has been his trademark here in Pride.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. He said, let's hear what
he continues to apologize for the.
Okay, he said thank you.
And thanks to the sold-out audience here at Osaka Castle Hall. Again, don't forget that we have Yoshihisa Yamamoto, who stunned Mark Kerr. What you say that Kerr will be back? I tend to agree, even though, again, he was through so much in his life, personally and otherwise. Mentally, even though it was a freak accident, what happened, mentally it has to take its toll on him.
No, it has to, yeah. But, you know, if you look back at the replay and you see yourself going like that, you think, okay, you know, like.
But maybe you think, you know, it could be a sign. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, does Mark Kerr have, you know, is he back to where he wants to be otherwise? Were you, when you saw him with his trunks on, were you impressed with how he looked physically?
No, I actually thought that he looked good because he lost weight. And I always tell him, lose weight because you have more stamina. His problem earlier in his fights was stamina problem. You know, so I thought he looked great.
Okay, well, we'll wait to see what happens with Mark Kerr. Also, in addition to Yoshihisa Yamamoto, we saw Heath Herring defeat Gan McGee. Herring is also going to be in Total Elimination 2004, and you know he's been waiting for this opportunity for a long time.
Yeah, what a fight that was. I mean, it started off kind of really slow, but then he knew that in round number 3 he had to pick up the pace, and he really did, and he put the hurt on Big Gan McGee, and that is the way he won the fight by split decision, like you said.
Exactly, and also advancing to total elimination 2004 here at Inferno was Igor Ice Cold Vovchanchyn. He kicked off the show with a victory over a very game fighter in Dan the Bull Bobish. So those 4 will be going on to total elimination. 12 other participants will join them, and it begins April 25th. Also, don't forget the next time we'll be on pay-per-view will be on March 21st. It'll be Pride Fighting Championships Bushido Volume 2. Look for us on March 21st right here on pay-per-view. For El Guapo Boss Rutan, this is Mauro Ranallo saying good night from the Osaka Castle Hall in Japan.
Ciao, ciao. Well, everybody can see I'm here with the victor. It was unbelievable again. The left kick. Everybody knows that the left kick is coming, but for some reason they can't see it coming. What's up with that?
I don't know. Maybe one of the reasons is because it's my favorite kick, and I train it every day, morning, evening, and that's my specialty.
Yeah, I saw him in the beginning. I saw him standing with his hands real high, and I think, oh, you're gonna liver kick him. He's gonna liver kick him. Were you surprised that he could take you down? Because I was kind of surprised first when he took you down. I know he's a phenomenal wrestler. What did you think of his strength?
Nothing. I felt that he's strong. He's really strong.
Yeah, you told
physically very strong. Yeah. So, but I feel no danger on the ground.
Totally comfortable.
Yeah, I was very comfortable. I closed my guard and I was just waiting my chance. Is it going to be 30 seconds, 1 minute, or 2 minutes? Doesn't matter. I just knew that I'm going to stand up and I will finish the fight as soon as I stand up.
Yeah, you know, the crazy thing was you had your both feet on his hips one time, you were pushing him away, he tried to go to side mount, and you go right back to the guard. Your game work, your ground work was phenomenal, and then the way you turned him, man, it was phenomenal.
Yeah, I started training a lot, groundwork with Mike and other guys in Croatia, and I'm getting better and better. I'm preparing myself for the Pride Grand Prix this year.
Yeah, I see no stopping in you. Like I said before, you know, I say the last time with Nogueira, I think he got overconfident. That's what I said. And you took the second round. If you would have stayed sharp like you was.
I was too confident. That's exactly. I was too confident after the first round, so I wasn't careful enough in the second round, and Nogueira just used his only chance.
Yep. And but this confidence will always stay. Now you will be focused, non-stop.
I must be ready all the time.
Yeah, one of the favorites for sure. You are going to be in the Grand Prix. For me, that's what I always say to the people. I say it at home. You know, they know you're my favorite. They always say, "Oh, you're biased." I say, I can't be biased, you know, but I just tell it how it is. You know, if you're in a difficult position, I say, "Oh, he's in a difficult position," but otherwise, I would say it also. So, Mirko, I thank you very much for this interview. I heard, by the way, you're in the government now.
Yeah,
doing some things.
I'm a member of parliament.
Can you give me some little city or something, a couple of thousand people, so that you say, you know, make me the head of the mayor or something?
Yeah. I can put you as a mayor of our capital, Zagreb.
That would be great. We see each other a little bit more.